Take it in. Yeah, I told you lot. I told you lot from the beginning. I told you lot from early. I'd never seen Rant so quiet before. Saeed, I told you every single week, this manager, consistency. That's what I told the people. That's what I told the streets. Eric Ten Hag, one great season, one poor season. But what's the common denominator, people? 2 trophies. And that's what I'm speaking today. Fluent trophy. Next season, get the transfers in. 3rd season syndrome. Let's go. Eric Ten Hag, bold greatness. Bold.
Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. This is the Mandem Talk. We're here Wednesday. You know the score, people, man. Yeah. Eric Ten Hag is officially staying. We got a man like Tyrone, shameless Tyrone. But listen, you get me. This is your time to shine. Hope you're well. First and foremost, how are you first? Before football?
Yeah.
Is life good?
Yeah,
birthday was yesterday.
Man.
Yeah,
birthday yesterday. You know what I mean? Do you know what? Birthday was yesterday. I got into bed ready to go back to work, and next minute the group chats are popping up. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't even see the Ornstein news. I didn't even see it, and then I was like, wow, birthday, Ten Hag staying, Mandem are praying. So you know what I mean? Like the video, subscribe. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here on time. Big up all the panel as always. Rhino, Musa, Structure, Rant, Leon, and the rest of the gang that can't make it at the moment. But yeah, man, you know, I stay composed. That's what I do in the boxing ring, inside and out. I stay composed. I'm southpaw, man. We don't lose fights, Usyk style. So yeah, man, we won another battle side. But big up everyone as always.
Yeah, big up, man. Listen, don't worry, man. Marcel's on his way, man. He says he's gonna be here at 5:30, man. Ryan, what are you saying, man? All good?
They are, man. They are, man. Yeah, we got a lot to discuss today, man. We're gonna chat today. We're gonna talk today.
It's a calamity.
I'll big up the chat, man. You lot smash the likes, man. Big up with the Mandem as always, man. But yeah,
come on, man. Big up, man. Big up to Nuruddin. Big up to Rance. Big up to Leon, Musa, man. Yeah, I mean, I hope you man are blessed.
You just sounding sad, my brother.
Bro, listen. what do you want me to do? You want me to be happy?
I'll let you. We're gonna talk. But I
don't know why people want me to be happy, lad. Bro, this is crazy. I don't know how he's doing the job.
We should have known from the pictures when he was with his missus smiling. It's a calamity, you know.
Bro, man went with his
missus. Type of dinner. You don't have that type of dinner smile like that if you're getting sacked.
Bro, and he had the boss type of smile. He had the boss hat on as well. He wanted to let people know, like, yo, man's still the boss and that. I'm telling you, you was waiting for this news on a Friday in Juma. You would have walked out before the sermon started. Hey, nah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But listen, Mandem Talk, we're here. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Listen, big up to everyone who's already locked in, man. There's 1.8K already in 5 minutes. So please hit the like button, man. Yeah, but
man. Big up.
It's only right, man. Listen, Tyrone, banter aside, you get out with you. How you feeling?
Applause for Tyrone.
You know what I mean? You're thinking that. You know applause. They're staying. He's staying. Have they made the right choice? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? Talk to me.
First of all, I don't want to do the banter thing, but I'm only going to say, like, Rants, personally, I'm checking in. I hope you're good, bro. It's been 24 hours since you replied to me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you've...
Hey, bro, I replied to everyone else.
I hope everyone else. Not gonna be time to rant and obviously everyone, but yeah, like the video. But I'll be honest with you, man. I stay consistent with this throughout the whole time that I've backed this manager. You know, I've come on here under pressure multiple times, and rightly so. Like, you lot have had your cases of saying why you want the manager to be gone. I've had my cases of why I understand why the manager should be gone, but also why I want him to stay. And am I shocked by the news? Slightly a bit more so, yes, because as the week's gone on, we've had no news. And I kept thinking, you know, are they just waiting for that right manager to click in an interview? You know, you had the Tuchel situation. There's reports today that Marco Silva was even interviewed, you know, and other managers, of course, that were mentioned, even the Southgate links. The longer it went on, I thought, are they waiting for the Euros to be complete? And they're going to look at Gareth, even though we all know we don't want that. But I think they've come to the conclusion that, you know, with what he's done, with the resources he's had, yes, he's made some signings that haven't worked, and you know, this season wasn't great, but you know, last season I thought was a better season than I ever imagined it could be. And I said it when I come on here and Mandem talk last summer. I said, I don't think we're going to be that great this year. And what he's done in his first season is going to put a lot of pressure on him and the club to improve. And what people want to see progression. And I don't think the squad's quite ready to do that personally, even though he's made quite a lot of them signings. So when I look at the managers out there, I've clearly said that I look at the striker market. And I think the eras that we've grew up on, especially like I know all of us are a lot of similar ages, you know, there was like 8 to 10 strikers you could think of when you talk about like Mario Gomez to Raul's to like, you know what I mean, the Van Nistelrooys. There's just an era of like loader strikers, basically. You could Rory Mackay, Deportivo, all these type of people that a lot of people might not know about. And you know, we're in an era now where strikers, we're talking Rasmus Højlund to Man United for 70 million. You're looking at Victor Osimhen, 105 million. You've got Jonathan Davids and people like that. I'm sorry, but they're not the strikers we grew up on, and that's not the level. And right now, with managers, I said the same thing. You know, you've got your Klopps, you've got your Peps, and then you look at in Ancelotti's, right? And then you've got that's at the top. Mourinho is part of that era, but unfortunately, he's not the same guy anymore. Then you look at the new ilk. You've got Arne Slot, you know, you've got your Erik ten Hags, you've got your De Zerbis, you've got these young managers coming through. But whoever you take on as a manager, for me, no one's going to be fully comfortable with. Because at the end of the day, Arne Slot's the perfect example to Liverpool. Yes, he done well at Feyenoord last season, but this year they've been a little bit flat. So even though he plays good football and he has a clear ideology, it's like you don't know what's going to happen when he goes to Liverpool. But yes, he's still he's a good coach and a good manager. And I feel like that's what we're in right now. We could have got rid of Ten Hag. Just because we got De Zerbi doesn't mean it's fully going to work. If we got Thomas Frank at all, doesn't mean it's clearly going to work. And the managers, the Michels from Girona, it doesn't mean it's clearly going to work. We've got a manager that knows the players at the moment. You know, we've got a new structure. We've always complained more about the structure than, you know, what's going on with the managers on the pitch. And I'm hoping that now he can merge the two, you know. Is he going to have control of recruitment, which a lot of people have not been happy with? I hope not, because at the end of the day, if you want to show that you're one of the best coaches and you're elite at what you do, you should be able to make players better and deal with the players that are going to come in. And they're not going to hopefully buy crap players. They're going to buy players for the future. So this is what I'm hoping. A lot of it is obviously seeing what INEOS now do in the transfer window. But am I happy Ten Hag staying? I'm cool with it. I've always said I'll be cool with it. I always said that I'll judge him in his third season. I said that it's 1-1 in seasons for me. If he doesn't do well next season, then you lot can come back on here and say, I told you so, this is why he shouldn't have stayed. But until then, that's hypothetical. He's got a chance to now turn it around and justify why I've stuck with him. Or he's going to turn around and, you know, prove to you lot why you lot were right to say, let's get rid. But he's here now, and now we've got to focus on what he can do, what signings are going to come in. And I believe in Ten Hag, because I know one thing that I'll always stay consistent on is that when he took that job at Manchester United, we've had Van Gaal, we've had Mourinho, we've had Oli, and any manager that we've had, I've always had a slight hesitation or a doubt about. When we got Mourinho, people loved him. I hated Mourinho. I said, this is not going to end nice. When we got Ten Hag, I was like, this is the first manager since Alex Ferguson that I feel like I really want. And a lot of people will probably agree with on the panel at the time. They were like, do you know what? At the time, yeah. Manager and how we feel, that's a lot of people were happy with Ten Hag. And that's why I do want to give him this first season, because I feel like he succeeded in this first, poor in his second, and he's got a 3-year contract. So, you know, he's into his last year now. And let's see what happens. But there's going to be more to debate. But am I happy? Yes. Have I stayed consistent? Yes. Have I won the battle so far? Yes, don't give me this.
Ty. You haven't been consistent, yeah. Let me tell you something. But my thing is, you've always sat on the fence here and there.
No. I've understood.
Come on, be honest.
You know what? I work in education. I listen. I got one mouth, 2 eyes, and ears. I listen to what people have got to say, and I say you're valid in what you're saying. It doesn't mean that I want the manager out. You could be right in what you're saying. Some of the things you said, I'm like, yeah, cool. I agree with, because I see it. I see the problems. I see the worries. But do I want the manager out?
Yeah,
have I ever said to you, Cass, or anyone?
I don't want
it. He's the only man that don't sit on the fence is Marcel. That man they're telling me that Ten Hag's gonna win the league in a couple of years.
Yeah, but Musa, come on.
But you need to be moving like Marcel. You're not moving like Marcel. Sometimes you're with us, man. Next minute you're not. It's a bit.
This brother will give you a million reasons why Ten Hag should get sacked, and say, "Yeah, but I'm back in the manager." This guy's a politician, bro. Don't give me that bullshit, bro. If you were intelligent, then you would know that you got more reasons against than for. So don't give me this bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not him. Like, bro, I'm not the one, bro. Yo, do your thing, man.
Breaking news. Big up my brother Tyrone. Happy Earth Day, birthday.
Yeah, big up first of all. Yeah, man. Make sure.
The breaking news is now available. Tyrone's own brand of benches, of like just sitting on the bench at Wilco's and at bloody B&Q.
I never said
Bro,
this manager would be out. I could be on a hype telling you, look, I told
benches,
you.
Bro.
I could have been here telling you, look, I told
one
you.
Thing that, listen, out of everything, so big up first of all, but everything that you said, the only thing that I agree on that you were getting here, the press was so hard that you were like, sometimes you were like, you didn't know what was going on. You couldn't make sense of it. So you know what I mean? You were here, you were there, you were everywhere, bro. So, but now we know, bro, that you are a brilliant fence maker, and get the latest branch of fences from Wilco's and B&Q, no problem. Tyrone's own brand, bro.
You know what's mad, yeah? I feel like for me, yeah, you see why I'm not happy, Tyrone, is that I just don't believe that FA Cup was justified in giving this manager a backing. And it may not be a backing, it may be something that we're just seeing for the sake of it, but I just don't believe that FA Cup, which in a one-off game, Ten Hag has proven he can be good at, as to why he still stayed here at the football club. That is ludicrous. And I found it outlandish, and I'm just flabbergasted.
So I'm not gonna lie, I've been at work all day. Is the reason you're telling me the reason he's got this job still is because he won the FA Cup? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Well, the reason why he's staying?
Yeah, is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying if that's one of the reasons as to why he's staying, that's why I'm a bit shocked with INEOS. I'm like, hold on a minute, have you not watched the whole season? Have you not watched the 38 games?
What makes
it's the money side. It's the money side.
We're making the assumption that it's going to be multiple factors of why he's probably staying at the football club, because they're probably looking at maybe some of the younger players he's incorporated. The fact, he has won 2 trophies. You know, the structure's not been great behind the scenes. And Ratcliffe done that interview and said, look, all the managers we've had, we've still stayed consistent in terms of, you know, the shape behind the scenes has not been great. So I don't think a big club like Man United, they're going to sit there in a boardroom and say, yo, Eric, you won the FA Cup, so you're keeping your job.
Listen,
we got no money.
No, someone sent me this today, man. I don't know why.
Right. That Ten Hag smile is mad.
That's crazy.
The real gurning, you know.
We got no money.
Listen, the Hacienda's been closed for 30 years. It looks like he just popped out of the Hacienda, bro. All the viewers know, innit? You know what I mean? The Hacienda, the Gurners, innit? The Gurning massive. You know what I mean? It's strict.
Wait, no, it did. Wait.
Paracetamol crew.
No, it did.
You know what I mean? He's on the paracetamol, bro. It looks like it's too many
Man said the Gurning massive.
The Gurning massive, mate. All time.
Aye, crazy,
but
man.
no, we ain't got no money. Think about it, because they want to tell us that they agreed financial terms with Tuchel and De Zerbi, but the money was too high, my brother. They said this is a long day, and this is why I say it's sinister. INEOS are sinister, because INEOS want us to believe, that they've gone through this period of trying to find out who the next manager of Man United is, and they've reinstated Eric Ten Hag as a new employment. You might as well say they've employed him as a new manager, because he was good as gone. But they've said, we've looked at other managers, we've had interviews with them, just the same way we've had interviews with you, and we think you are the best man to take this club forward, and we're going to give you a new contract. That's a new employment. And I can't believe that, unless there has to be some financial reasons why it makes more sense for them to keep him in this position, with him dropping some of his demands and of the old contract and putting him on this new contract. Because think about it, if he's got a 3-year contract with 1-year extension, that's 4 years. But if he's going to get another 2-year extension now, what they say is going to get a 2-year contract, that's only an extra year on the 4 that he could have had already anyway.
Yeah.
So what are they doing other than really giving him another year on paper, but also dropping what he's able to do within the contract?
And also his compensation was 10 million, bro, and that's not going to be in the new contract.
No, that's not,
bro. Brother,
sounds like
you know what it is, out of everyone here, just out of interest, who thinks that this time next year, a year from now, he'll still be Man United manager?
No, I don't think he will.
I don't think by October, man. October, bro, he's gone, man. I think for me,
this guy ain't seeing another full season at Man United, and if he sees the full season, he won't see the following one. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I think that this is sinister. This is why I'm scared for Southgate now. I'm genuinely scared for Southgate.
I hear that.
Legit. I'm not, bruv. Listen,
bro,
like,
please.
Honestly,
every time you mention him, I swear I get like
no, Saeed, bro. Like honestly,
shivers,
the
man,
reason why I'm scared, Saeed, the reason why I'm scared, is because it was expensive to get rid of him, and it's one of them things where it's cheaper to keep him for now, bro. But you have to think about the fallout from keeping him, because the fallout from keeping him, there's gonna be plenty players within the dressing room, that aren't a fan of him, that want him gone. And then on top of that, like there's rumors as well that obviously, like, since CR7's left, like he ain't spoken very highly of him. And there's certain players that maybe we can't get if he stays. You know, like that. So there's a fallout for this player remaining there, bro. If you're Elise, you don't want to play for him. Let's be honest. Like, bro, if we had any chance of signing Elise, it's gone now.
Yeah.
We have to keep it. We have to keep it a buck, bro. So it's one of them ones. It's not just keeping the manager. It's also who we lose keeping him and who we can't get keeping him, bro. This impacts the club more than just keeping
reputation goes awful.
Yeah, 100%. So I genuinely believe that he does go. I believe he's not their first choice because, like Musa said, there's no way that they sat down with all the names and they decided that he was the best for this project, bro. No, it was definitely a financial situation, bro. 100%. And that worries me because that means we don't have money for transfers.
I
disagree that players are going to look at this coach and think, oh, I don't want to play under him. He's crap. Like, Ten Hag's not crap. I just think...
Yeah, but
we finished 8th, blood, and played the worst football in the league. What's going to make
that out of it for a second, yeah?
Diallo's done, my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Diallo's done. Take that out for it for a second. Listen to what Rance just said, yeah? Why would Elise play the brand of football that we're playing now? Just think about that, Tyrone.
Yeah, but it's not the... I am thinking about it. It's the fact... So I'm not trying to say you come across belittling, but the truth is that with Wilcox coming in and you know the way them guys.
Do you know why? Because if you're Elise, and you've got Chelsea or you've got United, which brand of football do you want to play?
And you've got Maresca, possession-based football.
Think about it
running around like an idiot. Like, what are you going to choose?
Yeah, but Elise doesn't like the Hail Mary ball thing. He's not going to want to play.
Yeah, but I don't think the way the people coming in like the Wilcoxes and stuff like that are going to want to play Hail Mary football, so he's going to have to adapt his style. And they sat down and obviously said to Ten Hag, like, he's always said he wanted to play possession-based football. Let's be real, Ten Hag's not wanted to play like boost the ball football. Like, he wants to build up from the back with
why has he been playing
Martinez. I'm not going to lie, the players that we've had at the back, I don't believe that. I believe that with Luke Shaw and Martinez, and I know people say, yeah, we still have professionals there. I get it. But I think the way Martinez is and Luke Shaw, I know that they have their deficiencies, or Luke Shaw does. But I feel like Martinez and the way he builds up from the back and what he wants to do, he does want to play from Onana to centre backs and go into midfield. And then what he wants the midfielders to do is then, you know, win the ball high up if we lose it in the transition.
It just sounds like the PR that he's telling you that one or two players can't play a system, because we're watching 15, 16 other teams in the Premier League not have what they want. It hasn't been
good last year.
Paddy McNair and them, man, play possession football.
There's no way that I feel like sitting here right now, I'm going to watch Man United play exactly the same football we did last season. If we do, I'm going to even be like...
I get that, Tyrone, but here's the thing, yeah? But he's not even trying. He's not even trying and fading. I said a long time ago, yeah? If this manager... Sorry, I know you want to come in, Nuruddin. If this manager was to try it, and then we can clearly see that there's players missing for him actually playing it consistently well, I could give him way more lead time. But this guy's not even trying it, bro. This guy's not even trying his style. Bro. Other managers in lesser teams with squads that are worth like 10, 15, 20 million quid.
Yeah, I get it.
Are trying to play their ball. This manager's not. Do you know what I mean? So despite having one,
I know what you mean. Like how Glasner's coming at Palace and stuff.
Yeah, am I disputing what you're saying and saying that Onana and thingy for what Ten Hag wants? Because Ten Hag stated, and he's been very clear, and this is one thing that he has been clear about, which I think is ridiculous but clear. He has to have his perfect 11 to play or whatever. He has to have the players that he wants. Maybe not perfect 11, blah blah, but he's not even trying it. So I don't see where a player would get the confidence to want to come to United, or what. Basically, in your mind, then that sounds like he's going to get a contract extension then, and then get another 3 years to run at this till he can play that ball.
I don't know with that,
because he ain't doing it in a year. He's not doing it in a year. No way he's doing it.
I just feel like what I saw this season was so not acceptable that we cannot see that again next season. There's gonna have to be changes. The way
would you be happy with the football that we saw in the first season? Because that wasn't good either.
the first part of the first season, I saw like what he was trying to do, and it was like the pre-season and stuff. But after the Carabao Cup final, I've always said that I've not been that happy with the football we've played.
All right, cool. So what? So do you think that
which is a year,
is going to show you some football that we've never seen in the 2 years that he hasn't shown? What can he show us that he hasn't already shown?
Sample size is massive
Because you know his squad next season is going to be worse than his squad this season because we got no money to spend. So we're going to sell Sancho, we're going to sell Greenwood, and we're going to bring in players that aren't
probably
better than him.
as well.
We lost Cass, we're going to sell Cass, we lost Varane, and we're going to bring in players that aren't better than any of the players I mentioned. So why is the football going to get better?
Well, I'm hoping that he's going to bring in players that actually are technically secure. I feel like we've lost a bit of legs in our team as well, so we need dynamic players. And I'd even though Varane's gone, even though Varane, I love him, top player, there is going to be a centre back out there. I'm sure that if we do sign one that's a good level, that we can still play out from the back and build up comfortably.
Bro,
Casemiro, I love Casemiro,
bro.
I still feel like Varane actually is an elite level player, by the way. But Casemiro, I feel like on the flip side, his legs have gone. So if we get a good midfielder in there, then yeah, cool. Greenwood, he weren't there last season. We know what Greenwood could bring. You know that if that situation weren't there, he's a £100 million player, but he's going to go. That's inevitable. Sancho, despite his cameo, despite his 6 months, what he's done at Dortmund, I feel like he's had a big enough sample size at Manchester United to show us if he's, what should I say, like ready for the way Manchester United have tried to play with their managers. If he was at City, I think he slots in comfortably at Pep and the way they retain the ball and stuff like that. But I feel like the intensity and that one-on-one sort of that drive you need to have, like the St. Maximin, Sons and stuff like that you can go past the player. I don't know if Sancho has that in the Premier League. I've always thought
Ten Hag's got had a bigger sample size because Ten Hag starts and finishes every game.
I just feel like Sancho is a very good player, but he don't see us. So I don't feel like
Ten Hag's had more minutes than Sancho.
We can't improve.
So
yeah. Let me bring in
more minutes than Sancho, and he's not gonna. And he ain't shown us nothing. He's not gonna improve.
Yeah. Let me bring in Nuruddin then Faz. Obviously, Nuruddin. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Nuruddin was calling this a lot, man. Jim the Ratcliffe, bro. He's ratted everyone, man. He's ratted me as well because I was hoping that he was gonna bring in a different approach. But Nuruddin, you kept the faith that man, this guy ain't on it, man. So fair play to you, Nuruddin. I think Musa called it as well. A couple of man rants, you know what I'm saying? So
no, but hey, Nuruddin, man, I want to ask you something here. You know, you've spoken about the money here, like, bro. Bruv, what is the deal with our bread? Why are we so broke? Because legit, some of the stuff I'm hearing, bruv, we got no money, bro.
Can I just come in for a sec before Nuruddin does? Because I was going to ask Nuruddin this as well. Sorry to finger. Yeah. I just feel like, and I said this on Flawless's stream, yeah. I said the worst case scenario is I made 2 jokes, yeah, which in the back of my head I thought might be the truth, yeah. We're going to end the season with a negative goal difference. That was the first joke, but it came true. Yeah, I was slightly surprised. The second one was the worst case scenario. Do you remember when I said this, Ryder? The worst case scenario is we actually get Southgate and we play worse football, and these owners end up being basically like Glazers, and then we're finished. Because I know that if this ownership doesn't work out, we're done. There's no, for me, I've just got to sit and wait however many years until. So Nuruddin, do you just feel the whole time? Did you feel like these were? Do you just feel like these guys are Glazers? I just feel like they're going to become Glazers, these guys. That's what I think. I think they're going to siphon all the money out of our club.
So let me just break it down. I have to give the historical context of this stuff. Big up everybody. Smash a like on the video. Innit?
Yeah, 3,000 here, man. Smash a like, yes, guys.
Smash a like. So the context is this. When Woodward took charge over a decade ago, he said Manchester United are like this money-making what's it called when you go and buy a house? You get what? Mortgage.
Mortgage
that makes you money. Mortgage that makes you money, right? Now, and he said we can do things that no other clubs can do. So let's have a look. Let's break down the figures. We spent more than anybody else in the Premier League, $1.5 billion. We spent $1 billion since 2005. What the Glazers put, the 500, something they borrowed. They bought the club for 700. Their dad and them, they only put 200 in. They borrowed 550 quid from the banks, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that stays, that's still there. And we paid down $1 billion in the down payment of that, right? We paid down $1 billion in the down payment of that. Then we did what we did in the transfer. So that's how many billion taken out then, right? So that's 2 billion, right? And this is in the last decade, right? In the last decade or so, it's the amount of money that's paid down. Remember when Manchester United sold Ronaldo?
And there's also interest in that. You got to remember that as well. The interest on the debt, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've been through a financial crisis and the interest keeps going up unless you got a fixed rate, which we probably didn't.
I saw the photo the other day of Michael Owen, Valencia, and the other brother that they bought. 80 million that time. Ronaldo money.
Was it Smalling as well, I think?
No, it was
Obertan. Was it
Obertan, Gabriel Obertan.
Owen and Odegaard. Sorry, what's his name? The guy.
Obertan, that rubbish winger.
Obertan.
Obertan.
Yeah. So we bought them, and the 80 million that went to finance the debt. Remember, what was that? The financial crash. Nat Rance has hit that on the head.
Yeah, 2008.
2009-8 season.
Yeah,
Ronaldo
2008 was the financial crisis.
Financial crash. That money went down to down the payment. Manchester United have maxed out all of the rinsing without winning. They didn't understand that the bankers say you have to win on the football pitch for you to get the deals. We've seen Saeed, and we used to make laugh about it, right?
Yeah.
United sponsored taps. You know the tap when you have your tap, Man UFC written on it. Noodles, wines, everything. They literally, and I said, I spoke to Saeed 3 years ago, and I said on the Straight Jacket podcast that Manchester United, in terms of money that's been coming in, went down by 20-something%. And it's continually carried on. I remember when Richard Arnold had that kind of fake kind of meeting.
Yeah.
When it was so stupid, he didn't think that people are going to record him in the conversations. When he met my man at the pub, remember what he said to them? He said, this season, it's not, we've got money for this season. It's next season. Remember when he was telling, because the finances, all of it was going to come to a front. Now, Manchester United's books, if you see it, what we did then, we used to have a line of credit from the banks, yeah? We maxed out on that. That was like...
Yeah, it's like 300 million or something.
And that helped. That helped because through COVID, because we never put anybody on furlough, we kept things ticking along. Because we make so much profit still, right? But the amount of that's coming in and the amount that is going out couldn't sustain itself, especially when we maxed out. When you take the 2 years of COVID into consideration, when you take that into consideration, that's why they're penny pinching. That's why Jack and Jill is being told to resign and come into the office. That's why they're going try to cut down. I said to you before that Manchester United is so big in terms of the club, what we grew to be, right? Directors, any form of any directors of any of the departments have their own chauffeur. All of that they cook. They're getting rid of people in certain stands of the stadium to go and sell those seats for £800, £900 on a match day. This is the type of stuff they try to do.
Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter say that they were telling people that they were moving people for something, and then they're selling it and making them corporate seats and shit.
Of course, Saeed's on the East Stand. The East Stand is traditionally working class.
I used
part of the stadium. East Stand. Saeed's got corporates right there next to him. Their idea is to turn everything corporate for a match day goers. So this was always going to come to a head, right? What Manchester United needed is that in terms of infrastructure, they needed a cash injection, right? FFP, the thing comes into it. The reason why FFP is catching up with us now with these new financial laws, because they take into consideration what your spend has been and what your outgoing has been. The first time in a long time, this last summer, Manchester United got rid of so many youth players. Why? Because of youth players, you can get profit. Everything you sell, it goes into your mind. The only player that we got rid of and we got some money for was Fred for 11 million, the guy that we bought for 50. So at the end of the day, this squeeze was always gonna come without you winning the Premier League or going to the later stages of the Champions League. People don't understand. It's not the money that comes from the Champions League. It's the money from the fucking advertisers. People don't understand that. Clubs make so much money. The branding, what happens? We go to Old Trafford in a Champions League. It looks like a different stadium. The branding is just mad. All around the seats, the blue, everything. That's what happens. And that's what people pay money for, advertisers. And we're not getting that. And we got knocked out of that. And the reason why the Glazers why have the Glazers in the last 12 years got rid of every manager that's missed out? Why? Remember, Van Gaal missed out on goal difference. We finished 5th to Pep Guardiola's first season, but on goal difference. They went to 4th on goal difference. So at the end of the day, these things were not matching. The amount of money we're bringing in times that COVID, times the amount that we spent, times that the fact that we don't sell people, other than that we get rid of. Manchester United, by the way, are the worst sellers out of the big teams in the whole of world football. In terms of, because we even talented youngsters, we sell them on the cheap.
I know.
Because they're so eager, because they don't have people that know what players were. So that's what's happening. And I always, Manchester United needed the debt to be gone. They needed a freshing to start. And unfortunately, Jim the Rat came in, gave the Glazers a reason to stay. They always wanted investment. I told everybody and their fucking nan. Glazers always wanted an investment, and they're easy, give it to them.
But Faz, what are you saying, bro? What do you want to tell us, man? Talk to us.
Talk to us.
I'm going off the radar. I'm going off the grid, bro. I have to go off the grid. I'm going Modern Warfare 3 with this shit. This is
there'll be no bullets in your gun, my brother.
No militia, bro. Revolution.
No bullets in that
evolution. I can't believe, politicians have survived, bro. No wonder, no wonder there's world food crisis, health crisis, is because of politicians like this. I remember during the season, set man on here were telling us, I'll give him one more game. One more game never came. During the season, these people, this video recording of these people telling us, give him one more game. I haven't made my mind up. Give him this, give him that. The Athletic article, if you haven't read it, please go and read it. Please go and read it, man.
It's mad, go read it, people. Now, generally, go read it.
So I just show them now. Show them the headings, the point.
Yeah, I'll go get the headings there.
They said the INEOS changed their mind, about 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
In the article, it says clearly, they left Erik ten Hag out the boardroom. Yep. They stopped talking to him. They stopped talking to him about people they're going to keep. They stopped talking to him about people they're going to bring in. They froze him out. You lot won today. Congratulations. But the battle is not over. The battle is not over. It's not over. I promise you. It's not over.
Now they won the battle. The war is not over.
Listen, the Ty, Neji, these two, Marcel, at least he can say, Ty and Neji, there is a reason why people said fence sitters. The people, the community, we may even lie. We may even give the community don't lie, bro. The thousands of people that watch don't lie, bro. They said you lot were doing up fence sitting, game in, game out.
Good understanding, my brother. Good understanding.
The fact that you can sit here and say you backed him, the only person that can say they backed him is Marcel. Because Marcel legitimately had excuses when we lost. You are now here telling us, I agree with this bit, I agree with that bit, yada, 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 but my manager's staying, this, that, the other. Shameless. Because, Ty, you did the same thing with Martial as well. Don't forget. Don't forget.
Yeah, because the ability is clear.
Martial's going to come back. He's going to do this. Martial's going to come back. He's going to help us do this.
If injuries happen, my friend.
Nothing. You are a politician.
Not a politician. I never once said I wanted the manager out. I spoke with Rance enough times. I said, when he says some points, I say, yeah, do you know what? I see what he's saying. Because at the end of the day, it's called taking accountability. I can understand that no one's perfect. Marcel thinks Ten Hag's perfect. That's the difference. I don't think Ten Hag's perfect. I think everyone can grow. Everyone can develop.
In front of the thousands of people,
and that's what I said. Yeah, in front of the thousands.
A very simple question.
Take your shades off, guys. Talk to me. Look at me. Look at me.
I can't look at you. I feel sick.
Yeah.
Ty's not on riding on the ups.
He's not even space.
You can't even say this with your own face, Ty.
Faz,
tell us in plain English.
Listen to me, Faz, carefully.
Hold on. No.
Because you're in the back of the van.
Simple question.
Because you're in the back of the van, my brother.
Simple question, simple answer. Tyrone, happy birthday to you. Today, on the
Here we
12th
go.
of June,
Here we go.
2024.
Yeah, Marcel, we right today, my brother. I was waiting for my Jah Rastafari. Like I told you, take the shades off. He said no, because you're in the back of my
brother.
van.
What you got? What's your dad's stick, man? Is that your dad's stick, bro? Yo, take your
dad's
stick.
Some pimp stick or something.
You know who we are today? Black greatness. You're Samuel L. Jackson. I'm Denzel Washington. Speak, my brother.
Nah, this is crazy.
Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson are on the scene,
You
bro.
were watching him get cooked on stream. What are you on about? You used to watch him. We used to cook him after we lost. Now you're here saying you're Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Denzel.
Denzel who?
Yeah, you say that.
You're Denzel Frushington, man. You're fraud, you lot. You're a fraud. Answer the question. What's your expectation from Man United? What position you expect Manchester United to finish in the 24-25
We'll talk
season?
about that when the transfer window's done, and we'll come
No,
on.
you see, this is a sickness. This is a sickness. You lot never answer this shit straight. Whole season you lot beat around the bush. Tell me today. I want answers. What is your expectation from Manchester United in the 24-25
Ask me
season?
August the 31st, fans. I come concise. I come correct. I come consistent.
What is your expectation? What position is Manchester United going to finish? What is your expectation? All season we asked you, yeah, how much shagging can you take? You never answered. Tell me today, set me free.
This is crazy.
Why are you not answering? What position do you expect Man United to finish in the Carabao, in the FA Cup, in the Europa, and the Premier League? Just tell me and set me free.
We've won 2 trophies in 2 seasons. Next year, we should definitely be competing. We're not. No matter what, yeah, no. This is the thing with you. If I say top 4, you're gonna be like, no. There's no way I can sit here and tell you that we should be challenging for the league because I'm not delusional. Marcel's come in here and said we could win the league in maybe 3 seasons. That's what he said. And that for me is more realistic if we're ever going to win the league. I'm not going to come on here and say all of a sudden we're going to win the league because I'm not a dickhead. I'm not delusional. At the end of the day, if we win a trophy next season, we get top 4 and we get better football. If we get fans, you asked me to talk. You asked me to talk and now you're talking over me.
I want to get high.
The election's not yet. The election's not yet. Calm down. The election's not yet. Fans,
just tell me what's your expectation.
I just said to you, better football, and if we get top 4 and again win a trophy, I think that can still be measured as progress. We're not going to win the league next year. We're not going to finish above City. We're not going to finish above Arsenal. Stop trying to trick me into saying something dumb. I'm not here for that. You're in my van.
Let's welcome Marcel. Before we go. Musa, before we go, let me welcome Marcel. Marcel, big up to you. You're looking suave.
Big up, Samuel.
You know what I mean? Make sure you give that suit back to Musbros tomorrow, though. You know what I mean? But listen, big up to you. Thank you for coming on. Are you well, first of all? Are you happy, first of all? Are you happy?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic. I'm very, very happy, profoundly so, of course. As you can expect, fantastic news for our football club and the direction of travel. Obviously, the haters are gonna hate. That's what they're doing. That's what their job's meant to be. And but we need them to get on board now. So very happy for you guys to accept your defeat and join the right kind of the right direction, should I say? The right
Marcel,
vision.
just quickly, like Marcel, do you know what I said? Marcel,
of course, sorry, Ty. Of course, Leon's going to be the first one to laugh. The most condescending one of them all, pretending about not listening to the managers and all these things. Of course, the biggest hater is going to make the loudest noise. Of course, and
not even a haters thing, still. But I can have my own opinion.
Very well done. Very well done.
Now let's get back to
listen to the manager. Keep your hands up. Yeah, keep your hands up and your mouth quiet.
This guy, the
manager, of course.
You just contradicted your own point.
Asked me to speak. What are we doing?
You contradicted your own point.
He told you to say hello.
Listening to the manager.
Say hello.
Respect the great wall of Marcel.
I'll give it right back to you. Yeah, you just contradicted your own point because the haters are going to hate and they need to come on board. That's like saying I can't have my own opinion, but you always have your own individual opinion. Board, my brother.
Did you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Marcel? Just quickly, I thought Marcel, I'm gonna let you come back.
One at a time.
I know. Marcel, I'm gonna let you go back to your shit. But all I'm gonna say, Marcel, is quickly this. I said it in my group chats. Me and you, we're like Mayweather. They hate us, but they love us, and that's us right now. We're winning. There you go,
I said a skilled, undefeated boxer.
Undefeated. No, I got that's
Marcel Mayweather, Tyrone Mayweather. That's what we are.
Listen, I got the question to you, follow up, from Faz's question, and I think Marcel can answer this as well.
Okay.
What are your Because when we talk about what are your expectations this season, we don't want them to be similar to what we expected last season on the basis that we don't want to hear you say like top 4 should be an achievement, because the excuses that you had all season was that Eric Ten Hag didn't have no fit players, so we couldn't kick on from 3rd last season. So with the expectancy, forget about buying new players. You expected more from the squad that he already bought last season that he wasn't able to utilize. So with the fact that he's now able to utilize the squad of players that he bought in, he's Mason Mount, he's Amrabat if he stays, he's Hoyland, Martinez. If all the players are back and fit, regardless of who he buys this season, what are your expectations with Eric Ten Hag having his full fit squad of players that he bought this season that he weren't able to utilize? Where do you see us finishing next season? That's it.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really.
I'm doing up the Stormzy, bro.
No.
What's the question, man?
I'll be honest, I don't feel like I'm not.
These men have always got bare chat till you ask them to answer a question, and all of a sudden the system malfunctions.
I don't really believe in this squad. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe, no matter who the manager is, I don't believe this squad's actually stacked with a lot of quality. So if we get top 4, I think that would be good next season. And no, I do. Other than no, this is what you don't let me land.
Back to the players.
Land the point.
Sorry,
this is what I'm saying. You
When
anytime me and Marcel speak, it's like,
sorry, bro.
Yeah, the truth is, look, Man City are better than us. Arsenal are better than us. Yeah, Liverpool have got obviously a better team, goal scorers than us. So I naturally expect these teams to finish above us. They're better than us, right? Yeah, and I know managers can come in and do their thing, and you might get a one-off season where you finish above them. I've got to be realistic. We're not winning the league. We're not competing with Arsenal and City, so we're going to naturally finish in the top 4. So my expectation is to compete for that 4th spot and try again to win the Europa League and actually win that European trophy. Yes, it's not the Champions League, and I would like to see us go far in another domestic trophy. So go for 2 cups, get top 4. That would be a good season, and that would be progress. I already said last year, going back to when Ten Hag finished 3rd and won a trophy, I still think this squad wasn't amazing, right? So that when he done that, I said he's going to put us under pressure. I think there might be a show that I done on here, and at the start of last season, just gone.
All right,
I was not confident. I was not confident in us getting top 4. I was not confident.
Ten Hag needs to win the Europa League.
I want Ten Hag to win a trophy again.
Just say it, blood.
I want Ten Hag to win a trophy again and get top 4, and I think that's progress.
Say what he has to do. Because now he's here for the 3rd season. You said it's 1-1 in seasons. So cool. What does the 3rd season look like? What's the bare minimum? Stop
and
saying
also, Ty, in terms of progression on the pitch as well, do you expect anything to progress on the pitch in terms of how we play and how the lineups and all of that as well?
If we can't play better football, and Marcel will have to admit this, if we can't play better football than what we did last season, then yeah, that would be poor. But I also understand that the players that we didn't have were key to why he wanted to the football he wanted to play. Next year, I want top 4. I want minimum. I want top 4, and I'd like a trophy. That's what I would like as a minimum. I think we can go far in Europa League if our players stay fit, like Musa was saying to me. Yes, we can win the Europa League, and I do want top 4.
So if we finish top 4 in the Carabao Cup, you're all good, yeah?
Because I feel like the football would be better as well. I just think I'm measured. I don't expect gun ho. I don't expect. Guys are laughing. I don't expect gun ho.
But Ty, can I ask you one question based on what you said?
3rd season.
I just don't.
But Ty, you said that
we're not better than City. We're not better than Liverpool. So
but Ty,
finish is top 4.
But Ty, that your expectations are contingent to the injuries, though. Is that what you're saying? If everyone stays fit, that's what we should do.
No, I want us to be. If we finish 4th, I think that is a possible achievement, and I want us to get top 4. I want us to get in the Champions League next season, 100%.
Ten Hag's first season, yeah. Did we not finish above teams that we were better than?
Yeah, but Rance, what I'm saying is
no. Answer the question, bro. Don't.
Yeah, we finished higher.
So why can't we do it again then?
Well, I hope we can, but I felt like that was not an anomaly.
That put
a lot of pressure on him into his second season. That put a lot of pressure into him in his second season. I said, I don't know if we're going to live up to it. It's going to set the bar higher than what I thought, because I said, Saeed knows this. I said, when he came in, top 6 better football. That was always my 2 sayings. We got a trophy and we got top 4. So I was like, damn, yes, it's brilliant. And I'm a Man United fan and I want to celebrate us winning trophies and getting top 4. But I also understood how fans think that all of a sudden they're going to say, right, well, you finished 3rd, you've got to finish 2nd to get progression.
When you first came in, you said top 6 better football.
Yeah, that's what I said. He knows it.
Well.
I
said top 4 in a trophy. And
well,
you
that's
said
you, Rance. That's not me, bro. That's you and not me.
No, but hold on. I'm just letting you know, yeah, how low your standards are for this.
They're
football.
not low. It's
Man said top
realistic
6 and better football, bro. Top 6, bro.
God,
What was the lowest
realistic.
position Ollie finished?
But I don't know actually. I can't even think of the man.
He left us with a 6 or something.
Yeah, but what's the lowest position Ollie finished? So for the next
third, I think third or fourth.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th. Yeah,
because I understand where the squad quality comes into it. It's not just manager, it's manager and squad quality.
Liverpool's got a new manager. He's on his 1st season.
Yes, but they've got Van Dijk, they've got
Chelsea.
they've
No,
got
forget
Salah,
about
they've
that.
got-
It's his 1st
How-
season.
No, how,
The
Musa,
manager's
I
first
love you,
season.
bro. Musa, I love you, bro. How can you say Van Dijk, Trent, Salah, these type of players? Forget about that. That is
Okay, cool.
disrespect. You
But
can't
listen,
say
who
that.
did Eric? Look, but Eric Ten Hag walked into Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcus Rashford,
Who
Ahmed
finished?
Diallo, Jadon Sancho. Flipping, he had Casemiro that he brought in. Like he walked into players. We can all list off players, but you've continuously said all of these A-list players that we have are not good enough and they can't play the football. So it's not just about the players. It's the manager's 1st season at Liverpool, manager's 1st season at Chelsea. Newcastle are in the dumps. I don't know what they're up to.
And would you not say that Liverpool and Chelsea
But
both
Eric
their
Ten
squads are
Hag's
better than
got his
ours?
3rd season. No, Liverpool. No, Eric Ten Hag as a manager is his 3rd season in the Premier League, going against Ange, who is going to be his 2nd season. Chelsea and Liverpool both got a new manager, just experiencing the league for the 1st time, and you're still telling me that we should be worried about them. He should be settled in his 3rd season.
I think Chelsea are competitive next season. I do think Liverpool will be competitive.
No, but it shouldn't be the same. He should be like we should be going into our 3rd season. Yeah, saying we want to compete. He should be competing in his 3rd season.
Yeah,
that's the standard.
And narrowing the gap as well. 100%.
Narrowing the gap and competing. He might not win the league, but he should be competing.
So what's your minimum expectations, Musa? What's your minimum expectations?
My minimum expectations for a Manchester United manager in his 3rd season is to compete.
No. Forget the 1st season. I'm just saying to you, what's your expectation for Eric Ten Hag minimum next season? Forget this.
My
He's in his 1st season.
expectations for Eric Ten Hag and any Manchester United manager in their 3rd season who's going to be back to a tune of nearly 600 million.
I said that I didn't ask that. I'm saying next
year.
No,
but I'm letting you understand where we are. I'm letting you understand where we're shopping. I'm letting you understand what designers we got on and what we're expecting. I'm expecting if you are the manager of Manchester United in your 3rd season to be competing for the league. If you're not, something's gone wrong somewhere. It's gone wrong, and we have to address that.
It's true. Marcel, what you saying, man? You've been quiet. What are you saying? What's that?
What's Marcel's expectation from next year? I want to know.
Tell him to get on the live, man.
Tell him to get on.
Yeah, get on, man. Man's in Mackey's and that, you know. What's he doing in there?
Let's hear Marcel. What he's expecting.
What's your expectation from next season, please? Premier League, Carabao, FA Cup, Europa. What do you expect?
So I feel like we're one of the best teams in the Europa League. So I'm looking for us to be competing for the Europa League, get into the semi-finals or final. I believe that it's going to be a challenge, but top 4 definitely has to be an expectation for our club. So you want us to be in and around top 4. And I believe a domestic trophy again. We have to expect another trophy being collected by this manager. Sorry,
Marcel, bro. We see how much. This is how you say it with chess.
Yeah, with chess.
You know them ones there, bro. Thank you.
He doesn't sit on the bed. I rate that.
So currently we're looking at those kind of things being the expectations. It is his 3rd season, and I think that there has to be a level of expectation. But Ten Hag set this for us already, though. He's told us his capabilities, that he wants to pick up trophies every single season. He's done that at every single club he's been at before. He's done that, and he's talked about what our standards are as a Manchester United fan base. But he's also delivered to us the realities of what we are. The quality of the squad, he said and mentioned that his last interview against Man City, that it's not good enough. The depth of the squad is not good enough, and that is a fact. We've seen about robust footballers. That's a fact as well. So we have to consider also the other parts of the rhetoric that he's given us. and we have to accept that as realities as well. So, like I've always been saying, INEOS must deliver for us. There's two parts to this story. Every great football club has a board that's backing them sufficiently as well. Ancelotti's a world-class, fantastic manager, but he has an efficient, aggressive board behind him that purchases the quality of footballers that he needs. That's INEOS's job now. They have to do that half of the promise. This manager is very good at, and in terms of man management, like I said to you all guys all throughout last season, this manager has not made one man management decision incorrectly. Every single footballer that he's disciplined, every single footballer that he's put to rights, he's done it in the correct way and in the right way. The media I've pushed him to kind of give us a different kind of outlook on what he's done or how he could have done it better or worse, but he's always done it in the mind's eye of what's the best interest for Manchester United Football Club. Just a little side note again, Leon, I didn't contradict myself. If you guys please go back and look at the video on what I was saying, I didn't contradict myself. You just rudely interrupted, which is a fashionable thing of yourself. But again, so just to complete what I'm saying. Manchester United are going in the right direction, and we are traveling in the right direction. It's about now outgoings as much as incomings. It's about outgoings this season, and Ten Hag is the right guy for that job. Any more questions?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Cool.
Don't try not to be contradicting. Try to be sensible.
Okay, cool. Just like you was earlier. Cool. But let me ask you a question. Yeah. What do you see as progress within the process of United? Because I feel like, to be fair to you, Marcel, one of the things that Tyrone's been quite, to be fair, Tyrone, I've been a little bit confused of where you see the progress within what Ten Hag's doing, Rob, because a lot of fans talk about a trophy as the progress. Yeah, but they don't have anything behind that. I've heard a little bit of your progress, Tyrone, but not as much about the Marcel's quite specific about the stuff he wants to see, the fact that you researched the manager before, etc., etc. I'm interested to hear next season what you see as progress within the way that we play. Take the players out of it. I know obviously styles, players, profiles is important, but where do you see progress on the pitch side as well as the achievements we get?
So Ten Hag's spoken about control. He's given us elements about ball regains. He's talked like these are new words that we weren't really using that much under previous managers. Ball regains, turnovers, all these things. We didn't hear that in abundance before. This season or under the last 2 years, we've been hearing those kind of terminologies, even though English is not his first language, a lot more. So you want to see a lot more of that, but particularly, especially if like what the likes of Nuruddin, he feels like he's been coalesced, for want of a better word, but he feels like he hasn't been able to see that control element of football, that ball domination, majority of the game being played in the opposition's half and controlling the game. So that's most probably what you want to see more of in the third season, of progress within the process. But for you to say, Leon, and this is a very, very naive and for want of a better word, silly mentality to have, if you don't think that players are profoundly and paramount to the way in which you want to see progress within the process. Hold on, please. Then you're extremely naive.
I didn't say that.
Players, you insinuated that. So again, please, everybody, go look. Just tap a few times backwards, and you'll hear him articulate that. But players are very much poignant to how you see progress within the process. They're the ones that are articulating what's in the manager's mind's eye. They're the ones that are going to consistently play the patterns. No Martinez in your squad means that you can't break back lines of 4 and 5 consistently. Marcel. So you need the players to be able to provide the progress that allows you to push forward your process.
He also has to adapt, though, Marcel. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes,
and he adapted at the right time, which beat Man City.
No, that is correct, Saeed, and I'll give you that, and that's why we're happy that. And I don't know why you would be upset, because I've watched a bit of the stuff throughout the day, and I feel like you're a bit upset of in which the process. You was trying to say before that you was happy with INEOS doing the INEOSing, for want of a better word. They have their process, and they've come to this conclusion. I've heard you say rhetoric that you don't believe in their conclusion.
No, I said I'm happy for football structure, but I would be disappointed at the outcome. I made that clear. I said if they said they're keeping Erik ten Hag, I would be angry and I'll be very, very disappointed, as I would if I was Erik ten Hag out. Like I've made it clear. Have I not made it clear, Marcel? That
I believe something different, but you're saying otherwise now, and
So
I'm
you don't believe I'm Eric Ten Hag out
now.
You don't believe I'm Eric Ten Hag out?
No, okay, that's a different thing that we're now talking about here. But I believe it in Ten Hag out, yes. But I don't believe that you fully can accept the process of in which INEOS have carried out their work and come to their conclusion.
No, I fully don't accept it.
I don't think it's for footballing reasons. We think
exactly.
It's
That's one thing.
I think it's financial,
You know what it is with me though, Marcel, you know what it is with me? Because we've seen what this manager is like. And I'm just kind of flabbergasted as to how they've come to this conclusion. That's what I don't get. And that's why we're here on the Mandem Talk to talk. You see where I'm coming from? So that's why I'm saying to you right now, bro, I don't get it why he's still in the job. It's crazy. That's why I'm here.
So
financially,
Neji's at work.
Neji. Yeah, Neji's here. Yeah, Neji.
Big up my side, by the way.
Neji, and then I'm going to read. Yeah, go on. What you saying,
man? Yeah, I'm at work, you know, but Leon called me and then was like, "Oh, come through for 5 minutes, man." Why is there so many sad faces, man? What's going on?
What do you mean why I'm so sad faces? You know why? Say your thing, man.
You know, disappointing.
Say your thing.
We're not acting like we signed Bebe, bro. What's going on?
Bro, listen.
Bebe was a baller.
The manager version.
Man, like 50 cents, 50p.
Bebe was good player.
Mad. What's everyone saying, man? Everyone good?
Bro, we're here, man.
This guy's an idiot.
I want to hear what you. You must be happy, Nate. I want you to talk, man.
Oh yeah,
bro. Listen, I'm happy because INEOS. I'm happy because INEOS have gone through a process, done their thing, and like we said before, Ty, if he stays, cool. If he goes, cool. As long as INEOS have done their thing. The funny thing I'm seeing at the moment, though, not from you guys, I've been on the stream, but the funny thing I'm seeing online is that all of a sudden they were gassed for INEOS if they make a decision that they want, but then when the decision doesn't go the way that they want it, they couldn't have done it. They couldn't have done the process. They couldn't have done. I'm thinking, wait there. So you're telling me you're one decision away from telling me that you would have been backing in saying that, the decision's been done and everything, everything's clear. They've done their job because they've done a decision that you wanted. But now that they keep in my man, all of a sudden, he ain't done nothing. And what I don't listen, boys. I don't understand that trail of thought. Do you know what I mean? That's why I think it's important to have a balanced outlook on things, man.
Do you know what is Neji?
Sometimes
Neji, I actually kind of agree with that. Sorry to cut you off, but that specific point, I actually agree with that. But go on.
No, cool.
Have you read the article, by the way? Have you read the whole context of the article?
I haven't read the article though.
Yeah, have you read it?
To be fair,
you want to read it. You wouldn't want to read it if you.
I'm gonna read it now, actually. Still.
Yeah, read the article. You realize.
Read it out for me. That's cool, man. Because on the bit I've seen,
it's probably long. No. It's long. It's long. You have to read it. It's a long thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a long thing?
I think Mina might have breaking it down. A little.
Cool. Well, if I'm honest,
let me give you the headlines. Let me give you the headlines, the headings. Yeah. Board consensus in May to move on from Ten Hag, so that it was gone in May. Talks with Frank, Silva, Pochettino, and De Zerbi advanced to financial talks. Manchester United showed contradiction, I can't say that word, in Ibiza meeting. So basically, it comes down to money, Ruboy.
Shall I quickly read it? I'll quickly read it for you. So in spring 2023, INEOS planned for 2024-25 season with Eric Ten Hag involved. 4-3 loss. Eric Ten Hag was left out of meetings, including the decision of part ways with Varane. May 14, thoughts of letting Eric Ten Hag go before Arsenal game was discussed after the 4-0 defeat to Palace. The plan was to part ways with him at the end of the season. Before FA Cup, a meeting with top executives, including Jim Ratcliffe, Brailsford, Blanc, and Wilcox, took place. This was after character review of Wilcox and Brailsford when they met with every player individually. Discussion on plans to bring in or to attempt to bring in a new manager, drawing up shortlists including Poch, Tuchel, McKenna, De Zerbi, but also discuss other names like Amorim, Marco Silva, and Roberto Martinez. Southgate was liked because of the positive environment he created at England.
I told you.
Oh, bro, let me land, man. Let me land. Concerns about Michael van der Gaag and Eric Ten Hag remained to his loyal number 2. After FA Cup, the emotion of Wembley was put aside by Jim Ratcliffe and Brailsford. Met with Tuchel, Poch was already out the race for the job in the first week of June. Discussed salary ideas with De Zerbi, but didn't align with INEOS' idea. Flew to Ibiza to deliver the news to Eric Ten Hag, who was made aware of the process but was not worried. So there you go. There's the context.
Yeah,
of everything.
yeah. No, that's perfect.
When you say right, or why are you not happy with the decision? When you look at it like that, you're kind of thinking to yourself, hold on a minute. What's going on here?
So my point.
Yeah, you bottled it.
Yeah. So from when we talk, sorry if there's background as well. I got coaching in the back. They're playing their 2 lines of defense in there, Ants. Trust me, it's mad. Listen. In the end of the day, the way I look at it, is, and the way I looked at it from earlier is that I didn't think it was unfathomable for them lot to do a vetting system where some people have to reapply for their job. I think it was very fair to look at the season that Ten Hag's just had and gone, broski, this ain't looking good for you. Let's be honest, because towards the end of the season, I think everything was falling off. It was mad. When you look for the first season, he's got a bit of bite. He's got a bit of leeway. Yes, he's won the FA Cup under the circumstance that we all know things that were his fault and not his fault. Some people clap their hands and say, well done. Some people go, well, you should have done that anyway. Whatever the reason is, he's had a great first season, piss poor second season, salvage it with a trophy. So I don't think it's wrong for INEOS to come in here and go, you now need to reapply for your job. I think that's normal. Sometimes you get new people who come into a workplace and go, your job ain't safe, but I'll give you an opportunity to show what I want. You've got 2 years to see what's good, and then you can tell me your future, your plans, whatever. I genuinely believe that Ten Hag would have known that he's speaking to other managers based on a vetting system, because that to me sounds the most professional and most honest and understandable situation. It doesn't guarantee Ten Hag's position. It's quite evident that they weren't happy, and I think they would probably side with all the reasons that you guys have brought up from Quay. Do you know what I mean? I think they would definitely factor all those things in. I don't think you can argue with 90% of the things that you've said about him. But on the flip side, stuff like myself, Tyrone have said, they have to take that into consideration. And I think it's left them in a situation where they've gone, you know what? We will look at other managers. We will vet other managers. But at the same time, you also have an opportunity to go through because there is some value to you. Obviously, you guys don't see no value in him. That's cool. That's up to you. We see a level of value. So it's like, can we maintain this manager? I think that's where they've got to. I think some of their decisions of maybe Poch or Tuchel, whatever the reason, whatever the manager is, hasn't worked out. So maybe Ten Hag's their fallback season and gone, you know what? Maybe Ten Hag's caught a blight and gone, yeah, fair play. Maybe I've got away with this season. I've probably got a year left or two to try and change their mind. If that's a blessing in disguise, that also happens in life. None of us can change that either. But that's how it's seeming at the moment to me. So I'm not pissed or happy. I'm just, as an observer, looking at those who are, let's say, far extreme one or the other. I'm just happy looking at this, the battle between people going raw. How people can switch is crazy based on their own feelings not being adhered to, shall we say.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Listen, now, Saeed, you know what it is, yeah? Sorry to cut you off, yeah? It's mad because this is where I'm trying to come with it. I'm trying to go with it. Like, at the end of the day, this decision is not something that I preferred, innit? Because I feel like at the end of the day, like, would have been better off kind of cutting ties and starting fresh. But based on me keeping the same energy, I have to try and see if I can trust the process. As much as I don't believe it, I can't just flip-flop. I have to see if INEOS can prove me wrong. They're letting me down because I remember I was saying to Rants the other day, I was saying, until they give me reasonable doubt, I can't question them. So before they kept Ten Hag, you know, I said to myself, okay, so far they've done so far so good, in my opinion. And probably in the general opinion anyway. A lot of people didn't really want to buy it. They said, you know what? We still don't trust them. Cool. They've now made this decision that's against a lot of what we thought would be the right decision. And it's, for me, I think it's more shock. I'm thinking, wow. But at the same time, I have to look at it and say, let me see what they're going to do with it. And right now, if we have to, you know, as fans grow and mature, I wouldn't, mature might be the wrong word, but if we have to kind of grow and change our mentality with how we look at things, obviously we've been heavily traumatized from the Glazers' actions in the past, and that's made us very critical with how we see every choice made at the club. And there's a certain way we want things to be done, but we just have to see what's good. My thing is now, if INEOS have decided to back Ten Hag, maybe they did speak to some of the players. Maybe some of the players, to my surprise, said they do like Ten Hag. I don't know. Because looking at that report, it says they spoke to a lot of players. It said whatever. Realistically, we don't know. From what it seems on the outside from us as fans, a lot of players don't seem happy. But realistically, we don't know. That's the facts. We really don't know for sure, innit? Because a lot of things can look one way on the outside. On the inside, is different. For me, if they're going with Ten Hag...
Why do you think
Say again, Rants?
Why do you think they're playing like this? If they're happy,
right now. I think I'm a bit baffled, isn't it? I'm a bit baffled. I can't put no sense to it. Like, but if INEOS are gonna back Ten Hag, they better start getting players in then. But if we don't have no bread,
there's no money.
Yeah, there's no bread. So I just don't get it. So I think I just need to wait and see what's good because
we're made to believe
we need answers.
We're made to believe that an injury-rid squad was the reason we finished with the goal difference that we did. The reason we finished 8th, but it's the same reason we won the FA Cup. So that's what I want to say.
Explain that one.
I'm waiting.
But then again, we see that the manager refused to move away from the single pivot until his life was on the line. Until around about the time we get the news that they had made up a decision that they were ready to move on from him, and he weren't allowed in board meetings. Around about that time, all of a sudden it's no longer single pivot. He realizes he can play a 2 in there, and it's regardless of who the personnel is. I keep on saying the system of having an extra midfielder in the middle of the park, regardless of who the personnel is, would have put us in a better situation to try to finish in the top 4 and to salvage the league. But he didn't want to do it because he was flipping. He was just.
But also, Musa, do you know what these guys are going to probably say? They're going to probably say Wilcox had some sort of plan, some sort of reason behind it. That's what I think they're going to say.
I think it's like Dodgy Dave, man. You're Nuruddin, Dodgy Dave.
No, they've said that Wilcox had some input into him changing the system. That's what they've said, but I don't know how much of that I believe.
I don't know. I don't. Because you know what? For him to change it, then we'll have to change Eric Ten Hag's contract.
Yeah.
He realized. Let me say something. He realized that it all came down to so. If you go through the thing again, right? He was left out of important meetings. He was left out. They were ignoring him because that's what happens, isn't it? It's not like, in the corporate world, you don't just get sacked by quickly. You know what I mean? They don't.
They stop calling you. That's what Patrick Vieira said on the overlap. Man, stop coming into your office after games. And you know
the writings on the wall. The man let you know with their body language and just the atmosphere is created. Like you're out. So the fact that for me, Marcel, Neji, and T, I've done a T's gone or T's here, yeah.
I'm here, bro.
It's that to me. What that Eric Ten Hag was gone. The reason why I went on Twitter and said they bottled it because INEOS did bottle it. When they looked at it, and I told everybody they already did the review. They were at the fucking games. They were at the games where Fulham, where fucking Bournemouth, where Everton, Sean Dyche,
even the
Coventry, the biggest one.
Coventry, listen, all of these where this kamikaze football that we talked about, this single pivot, open spaces FC, then he realized, shit, how can I get the fans back or at least leave with a little bit of reputation? And then from the Crystal Palace game onwards, the compact football came. And that's why, me personally, Eric Ten Hag has shown me. He actually, by doing that, if he stayed with the kamikaze till the end, I actually would have more respect for him. But he told on himself. The call came from inside that bald pat, those bald fucking head, that shiny bald head, and that fucking amphetamine fucking taking smiles that he showed before, paracetamol lover. That's where it came from. It came from then because he showed me then that the misery that he's put us through all season
was voluntary.
Voluntary because he didn't have to. And then the other big thing, what people Neji can't answer and T can't answer and Master can't answer, Neji's gone. So, specifically, I want you, Marcel, to answer this question. I can't have a manager, right? And you know the fucked up thing about it? We don't even have to go back to another club. We don't have to go back that far back. We saw it with our own eyes. Bovic Jackson, Paddy McNair, what's the other kid?
Tyler Blackett.
Tyler Blackett. Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
Delaney. All these guys balling out. But Eric Ten Hag, the reason why I wanted him gone, and I still want him gone, is because he's telling you, he's the only coach in the world that tells you, I need a specific player. I need a specific player. And coaching the rest, nah. I don't want to be coaching them on the thing. I want the games. And you know what I do? I show them a DVD and go, take this home. And I've made some notes. This is what you did, and this is what I want you to do. So they give you the DVD. That's what he's been doing. I found out that he's been giving them DVDs to take on the clips on a laptop, and then he puts notes on it and says, this is what you did. This is how I want you to do it. And when they do it, they go, I want you to repeat again. Now, after 2 fucking seasons of football, people, the only game that I can hand on my hat as a match goer can sit there and say, we bossed it from minute 1 till the 70th something minute was Spurs at home. Spurs, Conte's team at Old Trafford. And for me to say that after 2 seasons.
That was time ago as well.
Time ago, man.
That was ages ago.
And then Ange comes and brings Højbjerg and Skip, and we get bopped around that fucking football. Not even and the other guys who played in midfield, Skip and Højbjerg.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's crazy, man.
Skip and Højbjerg through the lines. 3 passes, and they're having a shot on goal. 3 passes from the goalkeeper. Skip, Højbjerg, boom, through to the ball, out wide. They're having a shot on goal. So for me,
Marcel, can Marcel answer that? As Marcel to answer that. Marcel, can you answer that? You want to elaborate on that bit?
So that was a load of opinion. There was no question actually being delivered there, which is a lot of the issue here. So there was a lot of an opinion there, especially that second part. So Nerden, what was the question that you're asking me, please?
The question is the reason why I wanted Erik ten Hag out. So the question is how for him to. And the other thing I wanted to bring up is that burning players to death, burning them out, and we saw the Garnacho. And I saw him like a tweet the other day, man. And it's just the level of immatureness is unbelievable because he got to play 30-something games for Manchester United. And the last 10 games, other than that cup final, in the last 12 games, his decision-making was nowhere to be seen. The cup final, the decision-making came a bit more composed. He had a couple of shots. But the biggest thing is this, Marcel, is that Erik ten Hag would have to forgo all the stuff that he's been doing in the area division. And I told everybody that league's different to the Premier League. He will have to now go. I'm asking you the question. I've laid out the evidence, and every single person, if you're deeply honest, I've not told no lie. That's not an opinion. It's a fucking fact because I was in the stadium and I saw it with my own fucking eyes. So did Saeed. Rance was watching it. Tyrone watching it. Vass was there. We saw it with our own eyes. So it's not an opinion. I saw Højbjerg and Skip bob us off the park. I saw fucking.
So what's your question off the back of your point, though?
The question is simple: is he going to get rid of all of that when he needs specific guy? And the next season, it looks like players are not going to get injured. By the way, breaking fucking news, everybody. Next season, nobody's going to get injured.
Yeah, no injuries next season.
Nobody. Yeah. So when a manager needs specific type of players because they don't want to coach. And then he comes out in press conference and tells me, I don't do the coaching on the it's about the gaming patterns. And then he's got the fucking audacity for you, Marcel, to repeat his bullshit in the squad. How about fucking coaching the squad you had when you bent some 13 players to death? How about that? How about coach the players you have when you're asking more about squad? And you've got to say, the man is a politician, ain't the word. He knew he was gone, and he came out and he was waving at the fans, and he was saying, well, I've won trophies all mine everywhere where I've been, and I'll win them again, and I've been in 3 finals in 2 seasons. It was all done. They bottled it. So please save me all these BS people that your boy Ten Hag's been kept on the merit. No, they kept him on, they bottled it, and they haven't got the money. And the article, Saeed broke it down. It's all in there. It's not just Laurie Whitwell. It's Adam Crofton. You know Adam Crofton? You hardly ever hear about him. Do you know why? He only comes out now and again because he's got senior people at the football club that leak stuff to him. You know how I know? Go and read his article about fucking Greenwood. He broke it down about the civil war that was going on in the football club. So, I'll say it again. Erik ten Hag did not earn his job to stay. He earned it on a fucking
fucking technicality, like Andy Tate fucking said. He got it on a technicality, and we will fucking see what happens. My question is, how is he going to reverse all those things? Because season 1 didn't learn from it. The question is he going to learn from this third season? And what gives you that point of view? What evidence have you got that he's gonna do a 360 and change all of these ways to be here for the foreseeable future in the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah. There you go. Answer that question. I need to get to super chats. But big.
Yeah, I'm seeing there was a lot of opinion to riddle through and rattle through before.
Hey, bro, the last question was, what have you seen? Yeah, that you think. What do you think? What have you seen that makes you think that he can turn this around and show you something that he hasn't shown you? Because this is the 3rd season, and he's shown from between 1st and 2nd season he hasn't learned anything, bro.
Okay, yes, okay. So I think he has learned a few things, and one of those things, because I think okay, let's just answer that question directly. So INEOS are here. That's part of what's going to help things change around, Rance, in the sense that you've seen their influence in I know you don't want to believe it, but it's a real thing. Jason Wilcox comes and tells him to play that compact football, and he has somebody that's won the Premier League before, played the 38 games before within the Premier League, that's advised him to just be more compact right now. The fact that because we just saw Saeed read out that passage around a timeline, for want of a better word. The fact that they leave the manager that they have assumed or that they believe that they're going to make a decision upon getting out potentially. They didn't say that he was gone, possibly to be sacked, I think was the words, or around those wording. So it doesn't mean that you're definitively being sacked. But once you have the possibility, we enter 50% or more of the feeling of being sacked, why should you be in the boardroom? So we can't now insinuate that means you're definitely gone. It's a thing of, I don't want to start talking about you in front of your face saying, I'm going to get rid of you and I've got these other candidates. I'm going to leave that away from your mind's eye. You focus on your work to the end of the season, and Bob's your uncle. So again, that doesn't make any sense to me why people would feel like that means that he's gone. The wrong kind of my attitude to kind of have. Again, INEOS coming in for me, Rance, means that you've got Omar Barada that's going to be checking over the squad every 2 years, more efficient. You've got a data person, not Ten Hag's data people and Ten Hag's talent ID, something that he's not been proficient in. And those are the kind of elements that we're hoping to be added to his armory. He's mentioned before that, he needs more help in these kind of regards. There was a lot of opinion in there that I unfortunately heavily, extremely disagreed with what Nuruddin was saying there. And I wish I could have interceded a lot more times with what he was saying. A lot of it was wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
That's cool. Don't worry about the opinions, innit? We asked the question, you answer the question. We can move on.
You know what's mad, yeah? And yeah, let me get these super chats anyway. There's 4,000 people here, guys. 1.2k likes, man. Let's get these up to at least. We should be on at least 2k likes.
Man. That's less than 25%, man. Come on, guys.
Iconic show, man. Smash the likes.
Yeah, man. Elite show, man.
They can't smash the likes. They're injured.
Yeah,
absolutely. Players are injured, bro. They're injured. Fans are injured, bro.
Native fan 5 HD says we officially.
They're injured, bro.
Yo, it's mad. Nate 5 says we have officially overtaken Arsenal as the worst fan base in the league. Bunch of sheep who accept mediocrity. INEOS out. We got catfished. Big up to Adi Wild says F Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag out until his bitch ass leaves. That's crazy.
Bro.
Ty, my bro. Shane, what happened to you?
Big up Adam.
Yeah, Adam's in the chat.
Big up Adam.
Killers is in the chat saying, did they keep Eric Ten Hag as replacements weren't adequate attainable? Is that Eric Ten Hag's style of play, the new club philosophy? The decision is on INEOS and the club. Nate says you can't sit on the fence all season and come with chests like this, you know. Watch the backtrack next season. Also from Ty when Eric Ten Hag sacks himself. James says, big up Marcel Ty, Neji, our gaffer stays. Big up Nuruddin, Free Palestine. Well done, INEOS. But if they don't sell these players, INEOS out. Big up to Nedu says, big up my guy Saeed, big up the panel. My apologies for lashing out yesterday on your stream, brother. INEOS have really messed up with my head. Yo, if you've seen the head loss from Nedu yesterday, it was crazy, man. James says, as Eric Ten Hag in fan, he's got to play compact going forward and not single pivot. If he plays compact, I'm telling you, Mandem, he will lay out the foundation. This feels like an OJ Simpson verdict.
The suit that's done him, bro. That's why.
Yeah, man. The suit is funny, man. Like, I can't. This is probably the best entrance someone's had, man. Fair play. Listen, big up United fans. This is the best following news ever. As a Liverpool fan, I can be sure that if we in the mud, you'll be right there.
Yeah. He's correct.
But
big up. The dude says, and to all you fatherless idiots coming at me, rants, Will said everyone. Also, being able to nag out, you can suck this. Yeah, that's crazy.
You always fall into these, you know. Read it first, man.
Yeah,
Can I just say something quickly? Obviously, like we've all got our own opinions of whether the manager should stay or not. Obviously, like a lot of us in here are of the mindset that the sample size of what we've seen from what he's produced with what he has is not good enough for us. Obviously, Marcel, Neji, Tyra, and respect to your opinion as well, because obviously you guys have your own. Everyone's allowed their own opinion. I want to ask a little bit about INEOS, yeah? In my head, I'm disappointed that the manager didn't get sacked because I just don't feel like I feel like what you said, Rants, about it, you've got to earn the next stage of your journey as a manager is very important. That's just my opinion. I'm more disappointed with INEOS because I've got this weird feeling in the back of my head that they are not what they sold to us that they say they are at all. I've got a funny feeling that they are going to start siphoning siphoning money out of the club. I think they're going to sell all our players off.
I don't think so.
Buy cheap players. I've got a weird feeling about it. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I'll leave this up. You don't think so?
No, you see the siphoning money out of the club bit. I don't think so. I think that the financial state of this club is far worse than we even know, blood. Bro, honestly, I think it's way worse, bro, than what we know in it. And I think that they're doing what they feel like they have to do money-wise. I have no problem with them doing all of that. Do you know what I mean? I have no problem because, bro, they've come into a failing business, bro, financially. It hasn't been run properly. So all the stuff they're doing financially, I don't have an issue with. I don't. I genuinely now believe, that the reason why they've kept this manager is purely financial, because in the short term, it makes sense to keep him, bro. I still don't think they keep him long term. 10 million to get rid of a manager is a lot of money. When they're saying that we barely have 50 million to spend on players without selling players, it's crazy. We're broke, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? We're legit broke, innit? Like, so it's one of them ones where I believe he kept his job, purely for financial reasons. But I do not think for a second, that they're going to start taking money out of the club and all that. I don't believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? I believe they're definitely politicians. And when they were talking about the style of play and all these other things, I don't buy that completely, because when you look at all the managers that we've been linked with, their styles of football are all different. So I feel like they've told us some things to make us feel better. But on the whole, I don't trust these brothers, innit? I do not trust them. I do not trust them at all.
Let me ask you something on that. Do you know what baffles me, you lot, quickly?
Let me just finish this one bit.
Let me say this quickly. I'm going to forget. What Ranta said, right? 100% agree. What they did was they tried to appease two types. Rants. They tried to appease two things, right? They tried to appease the people who are like emotional, keeping a manager off after one game, after you witnessed all fucking season, right? You know, all these like 80% want him to stay and all these types of things. And then they also try to appease the fans like us who know football and seen football and gone, regardless what injuries are, regardless what's going on, this kamikaze open spaces football with zero structure.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
You can't. At a professional, it was embarrassing for you to put the word as a professional coach, right? And for you to be putting teams out like that. So what they try to do, so they broke central keys that they broke, there's no money. But what they try to do is appease both. So that's why they were like, because they knew some of the fans as well. Some of them were Tuchel in, some of them were Poch, some of us were De Zerbi, some of them, you know what I mean? That's the reason why. So they try to do all of that. And deep down in my heart, I'm a believer that they want Southgate.
I'm with that opinion now.
Yeah, they want Southgate. And let me explain the reason. Let me just explain the reason.
Yeah, explain the reason.
He knows who I spoke to, because I don't want to name it. I told you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. So I spoke to somebody, whatever, like it was an off chance, just bumped into them. And they basically broke it down like this. Remember where England were, where Sam Allardyce was disgraced because he took a bung in it. He got paid, right? He took a money. They got clicked up, yeah, because somebody didn't want his style of football for England. Remember what Southgate did. Now we're all focused on one thing because we're all thinking Southgate's horrendous. We're fucking shit. He got no tactics. When they come up against these people, are not thinking like that. They're thinking Southgate. Nobody wanted to watch England. Majority of people were not watching England. Nobody was excited about England. The players didn't want to go to England and play for England. People just were dropping out any little excuse. Gareth Southgate has created this rebranding.
Cultural reset, innit?
Cultural reset of a toxic atmosphere and culture into what? PRFC. Now where the FA have got their own channel.
No, you're right. You're right. But it wasn't Southgate, but he was the face of it. You're right.
He was the face of it. And then the man has got the media literacy to front it up every time it's in front of a microphone.
But they're forgetting that Southgate
fronts it up. So he is the yes man. So they will never worry about him going out and being reckless in a press conference. He will always stick in line.
He'll say the right thing, innit?
Worked with these guys, He already worked with these guys, And Manchester United have been toxic for a decade. So they want it. So it's what we as football fans who love Manchester United think about. They're thinking about the brands. They're thinking about the brand. How can it be seen globally? We're legacy fans. We're not what they try to get. How do you do? So what was Southgate gonna bring? He's gonna bring like Ollie the vibes. You know where everybody's like, oh yeah, everybody wants to play because he's gonna tuck them in bed. Here you go, Rashford.
To be fair, he's better at 2-touch than Ten Hag anyway, from what I see.
Yeah, he is. I can't lie.
So this is the reasons why they want him. It's not that what we think. It's not what we think because we've seen it when he comes to games. When he comes in the crunch time, he has no clue. Croatia, any decent team with a pedigree, Croatia, France, bam, see you later. Italy in the final where they're winning 1-0 at Wembley. He sits there frozen. He can't believe it. He's like, oh, I can't change it. I'm too scared. So what? But the bigger thing though, England selling shirts right, left, and center.
So
the love with the fans, the love with the media. He even got the media, the hostile British media in playing darts with the players. He created this whole thing, and that is what INEOS are on. That is why they want to recreate, and that's the reason why I believe as soon as he becomes available,
they get him.
They will jump.
100%. That's where I am.
So you guys, what do you think? What do you think?
All this
I'll just say this as well
that we're doing while Ten Hag's here. And
we're just looking at the future.
Let me just say this quickly. I think the way Marcel has dressed today is very fitting to his character, because only a pimp would have no loyalty to no woman. I understand why you dress like this, Mr. Pimp. I get it. Because you were pimping. You were pimping, yeah? For De Zerbi. You were pimping. You saw McKenna's looks, yeah? And you said, baby, won't you come my way? You did. Yeah? You saw De Zerbi. And you were shaking it and brucking it. If they sacked Erik ten Hag, you, Marcel, my brother, said if they sack Ten Hag and get De Zerbi, it's still a win-win for me. Remember, these are the words that you said, Marcel. These are the words that you said.
You put one in the fridge. A cold one in the fridge.
What did I just say, man? What did I just say, man?
No. Let him finish. Let him say all out. Because
this is great.
It's incorrect. So let him say all out.
I am painting the picture.
Parts of the truth. The devil loves half lies. They love half lies and half.
Go on. Carry on.
This brother's always talking like Chris Eubank, bruv. You know the one there. Go ahead down, like, bro.
The fact is, Marcel was pimping for De Zerbi. This is factual. This is not Marcel knows it. The world knows it. I'm glad you tweeted it out. That shows the character that it is. You're honest and you put it out there. That's great. But like I said, the suit, the tie, all of this, the stick is suited for your character because you are pimping. And come next season, end of next season, if shit hits the fan, you'll be back on the streets pimping for another manager. A year in football is a long time. A year in football is a very, very long time. There will be more strikers that come on the market, midfielders, and guess what? There will be managers on the market that you'll be pimping for. There will be managers. You will be tweeting saying, if Ten Hag gets sacked, I'm ready for this guy. I'm ready for that guy. I'm ready for this. It's the fact. I'm not even lying. I'm not lying.
No, that comment.
Yeah, the fact is, they were. It's great. It's great today that Neji, Ty, and Marcel they got the decision that they wanted. But I can respect Marcel because he was outside. There were certain shows. There were certain shows after certain games. There was no Neji, bro. There was no Neji. There were certain games. There were certain shows. There was no tie. This is the truth. Whether you're in or out, whether you're this or that, we cried this season. Throughout the season, we cried. Throughout the season, we felt pain. This is the truth. Sometimes I used to look Marcel on stream and he would look into the distance. He would just be looking into the distance. He would just be looking into the distance. Listen, I'm finished.
Crazy.
I'm finished. I told Rance, listen, I just want to get high as anything, bro. I want to get high as anything. And I want
you go on holiday tomorrow, man. You go on holiday tomorrow.
No, this too much pain, bro.
Let me let Marcel respond. Let Marcel respond.
Shisha pipe and all that.
Marcel, do you have anything to say? Because obviously he came.
Let's get the record straight. Let's always get the record straight.
Let's get the record straight. That's right. Your new nickname is a pimp named Marcel. That's your new nickname.
So let's get the record straight because it's crooked right now. I work for Manchester United Football Club. That's who I work for. I work for Manchester United Football Club. Let's just get that straight. And as far as I'm concerned, I was told by the Mandem. I was told by the Mandem that this categorically this manager is leaving, and you guys brought the reality to me, and I had to look at it and be honest in around January, February. And with that reality, I said to myself, okay, I'll accept what everyone's saying. So in life, you can believe something and have 100% conviction in something, but someone might tap you on the shoulder and say, listen, this could also be possible as well. And with that, I wasn't pimping. I said to myself, look, okay, well, if that's the case, and by the way, all of you were mice at that time, all of you. Nobody could give a manager that they would say, okay, well, this is the successor then. Or you all hated Ten Hag, which I never hated Ten Hag, but I accepted that reality and said, you know what, if that's the case, I'll say this is the manager that I have next. I was the first one to say it, guys.
Because I said what manager I wanted, and so did Saeed.
Let's not pretend. You guys
so did he. So did Musa as well, bro. So let's not do this, bro.
No, look, see, they're all
playing politics, bro. We're not playing politics.
No, guys, this you guys.
Every person here, said who they wanted as their manager.
Everyone, man, come on,
everyone. So let's not go on.
I gave it list,
bro. No, in that regards, anyway. What we're gonna do? We're gonna pretend that at the beginning, no one knew what manager they wanted.
Bro, come on, man.
What's the point? I don't get that.
Oh, well, let me finish. Look, before, imagine, Leon.
Okay, carry on.
Look at all the koalas that happens instead of letting me finish.
Carry on.
My point. Do you get it, Rhino? That's why you're laughing, because it makes sense. I don't even get to complete the point.
Well, it's because he paused like he wanted to answer straight away, but go on, carry on.
So the point that I'm trying to make it, and it's not even that I have to make a point, Leon. I'm fighting back to all the negative claims and assumptions that I made about me. It's not even points that I'm trying to articulate. They're saying I'm pimping when I'm saying I'm not pimping. I've accepted what you guys would say, and then I come up with I'm the first one to actually, when you ask me a question, I give a straight answer. And with respect and understanding.
Bro, you don't, fam. If anyone don't give a straight answer, it's you, bro. You've been
Rance, you know what? Do you know what Marcel likes to do? I'm a bit confused of what part you want me to answer, and like I
Yeah,
need,
but
more of the
listen, this
facts.
brother
I need more of the
that as
facts
well.
to that.
You do
This
that as well.
brother takes the scenic route to every
Man
single
said scenic
motion.
route.
Yeah? The scenic route, and then he talks about straight answers. No, it's not straight answers, bro.
You do have chest, though. I'll
It's
give
never
you that.
straight
You got
answers,
chest.
bro.
Pause.
It's never straight
So-
answers, bro. Man,
Yeah,
are
right,
always
So I haven't. So
dancing around, getting
No.
to the points, bro. Yes, you do,
No.
bro.
Sorry,
Bruv, you're
man.
just walking around whistling, bruv. That's what you're always
Nah.
doing.
Nah,
Get to
that's
the point,
You're very wrong. You're very wrong. I haven't been
bruv.
pimping
You
for
love
anyone.
a fucking
I've al-
monologue, bro. There's
I've-
nothing
I've-
wrong about it, bro. Like, bro,
No.
there's
You know
bare monologues in this show alone.
No. No.
You know what's
Listen,
mad?
I
sometimes
don't love talking
Marcel
monologues. I'm
starts.
talking straight directly to what's been said to me. Someone's claiming that I'm pimping and I'm saying
This
this
man's
and that.
using fables and parables and shit like that. That's why I said you're speaking like Eubank Jr., bro.
Nah, I'm not using fables and parables, bro. I'm being very direct with what
All
I'm
the
saying.
time, bro. The devil. What's that? What, the half guys and the devil? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? What's this man talking about,
I'm
bro?
not gonna lie to you. No, you know
Who
what, Vass?
cares,
You know what,
bro?
Vass? You know what, Vass? I take it back. Today, I'm not gonna lie to you. Marcel came dressed in his Sunday best with a scripture, telling me about the
I'm
devil.
not gonna be here till fucking Sunday, bro. By the time Marcel finishes what he was gonna fucking say, it's all the time.
You guys,
Go on, Marcel, do your
always
thing.
cut me off.
All right, go on.
And
We're
it'll
hearing.
keep
We're
happening,
here.
it'll keep happening, and I'll keep being
Go
right.
on. No, I'm waiting. I can't lie to you. I'm waiting. Go on, Marcel.
Well, I don't even. There's nothing. What's the point of me saying it? What's the point of me even saying it now, bro?
I'll
There's
get to the
point of me
super
even
chats.
saying it.
I'll
The
get to the
truth
super
of the
chats.
matter is, I haven't been pimping anything. The people can look at it for themselves. When people gave me a situation, I answered it directly. Okay, he's gonna be sacked. You guys believe he's sacked? Okay, I'll pick the Zerbi. That's what I said. When we got closer to the Koalas and the craziness that was happening towards the end, where everyone said he's definitely gone, I always said, listen, okay, it doesn't matter who it is, just make sure that they're following their process. And I would say, okay, maybe Tuchel. Okay, it's gonna be Tuchel potentially. Oh, it's gonna be McKenna. Whoever it is, though, back them 100%, please. Do not go back into this cycle where we're failing on them after 2 years. So I kept it honest like that. But the people know. The people know I've always believed in Ten Hag, and now the process has happened, and they believe in Ten Hag, and we've got a load of sour people that can't accept it. Do you get it? They complained about Sancho. Rance complained about how they dealt with Sancho when they dealt with him perfectly. I've said to you guys all that.
In your opinion, bro, you're the guy on here talking about opinions and facts, and now you're saying that they dealt with him perfectly. In your opinion, let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
that's 100%. Your opinion.
100%. That is my opinion.
So don't try and rebuttal me. My opinion is different to yours. That's fine.
Well, if we go back and look at it when we spoke, bro, about it the other day, you had misquoted Sancho, and you had said that he didn't categorically say that he missed training, and you was incorrect. So your opinion was incorrect.
About missing training, bro.
So
what the hell are you talking about?
Sancho in his statement said that he was training very well. Did he not? And when we spoke to you about it, you missed that part when you was articulating your point of view. Again, ladies and gentlemen,
what's the point you're trying to make? What's the point you're trying to fucking make here?
You're just talking about because again, see, now you're acting confused. You see, Rhino, now they're
no. I'm not confused. I'm asking you.
I'm just saying
what
about
point are you trying to make? Get to the point.
My point is, your opinion was wrong.
No, my opinion was
That's
my
his
opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. What are you talking about? You said that the manager dealt with him right. I said, in your opinion, he did. My opinion is he didn't.
Yeah, and I'm saying,
what are you talking about? You're waffling, bro.
Yeah, let me finish, bro. So then I said that's completely fine. That's my opinion and your opinion. And then I've explained your part of your opinion. And then I said in that element of what you was explaining on that other show, it was incorrect. So that opinion that you had was incorrect because the part that you was explaining to everyone, if you go back and look at it, was incorrect.
From my point of view, you said from your point of view, he did.
I've just explained
it's the nuanced conversation.
We're not asking. Look at the previous video.
What clip is this?
No. We're not talking about is the sky blue or not. We're talking about a situation between two human beings. Different human beings deal with different situations in different ways, bro. You think that he was dealt with the right way. I don't, bro. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. We got different opinions, bro.
And neither of you were in the room.
Thank you.
It's not there you go. There you go. I'm not talking about the semantics of that. I'm saying I agree that that's fine. Two different opinions. I'm saying the way that he articulated his opinion to everybody in that particular show was incorrect. Because he made a
I
statement
don't
about
know.
what
Bro,
Rans was saying and what he had mentioned, and that bit was incorrect.
Yeah, but we can't judge expression. We can't start judging expression and stuff. People want to view how they want to view and stuff.
But anyway, I don't want to go back and forth.
Understand? Yeah, it's like
the thing is though, my thing is I don't even know what the point, Marcel, you were trying to.
There is no point.
Yeah,
there is no
I
point.
don't know.
Can I
the
just
point
say
is,
something
this
quickly?
brother's come in, and he's talking about people giving their opinions, and then he's speaking like his opinions are facts, bro. It's bogus.
He never answered my question, by the way, Marcel. So next season, are you expecting Ten Hag to do 360 from his first season, second season?
Rants, did I not answer that question?
Bro, listen.
You said, I think you said a league position, if I remember.
Answer the question directly.
And achievements.
Let me get these super chats in. Let me get
he did. He said a top four. He said the Europa League, and you know what I mean.
I don't think that answers Nuruddin's question.
That was a different question. The question,
I don't think that answered Nuruddin's
and I applauded that question as when we said, Marcel, what's the least that you expect from the manager? And he said X, Y, Z. That was a different question. That was a different.
I think Nuruddin probably asked a lot of things in one question. That's why it's probably
no. I asked a simple question.
He
bro.
asked one thing at the end, and Marcel accused him, before then of giving his other opinions, and then I relayed the question again. That's what happened.
I think he said. You said top four, right? Top
no,
four.
no.
Yeah, they were about
That wasn't the question.
Yeah, it was different.
Wasn't that the question when he said it's on INEOS though to now back him?
Exactly. Thank you, Rhino.
So he's just deflected it. But that's a deflection, though, Marcel. Respectfully, appreciate it.
But Rhino, they said he asked what was going to change and how was going, and Rance even sorted out the question for it. So I don't know why Rance is doing that.
No.
I
Listen,
I've
got ADHD.
Hold on, please stop cutting me.
I've got ADHD, so I've forgotten. So just answer it for me again.
No,
I'm not talking about INEOS. I'm not talking about INEOS. I'm talking about Ten Hag. So leave INEOS out of it. Ten Hag. What is he going to change? What he's learned from the first season?
Specifically, yeah.
I answered that. And Ten Hag and INEOS are working in tandem. So how can you separate the two when they're going to be operating next season as a unit? So I said,
so if Ten Hag fails
this season,
does that mean that INEOS?
Imagine, Rhino, this is what they're doing. Rhino, this is what they're doing.
Is that what it means? Is that what it means? So if they're working in tandem, so that means when Eric Ten Hag fails, is it on INEOS now? Then
yes, that's what I was going to go with.
That's a good question.
Okay, so you see that, he's setting it off. He's setting it off for the future now.
Oh, I know.
Let him land. Go on,
Marcel. That's what I want to know.
They're gonna say they didn't get him the players or they didn't give him the money, even though he spent 400 million already. We know the excuses that are coming.
Yeah.
Marcel, what I wanted to say to you, just to close up, because I know Saeed wants to do the super chats. Obviously, now INEOS have made this decision. Does that give them more credit in the bank in your opinion? Do you trust them a bit more now, like in terms of their judgment and footballing decisions?
No, so like I said, they still have something to prove to us. What they've done is they've hopefully stopped the cycle. What they've done, hopefully, is they need to allow Ten Hag to complete this third season. Nothing's done. This is just the surface of the work that's required right now. If you're following me, because it sounds like you're the only one in Thai that's really following me today. But they've let him complete this third season. We have to do outgoings. I repeat, we have to do outgoings. That's on INEOS. We cannot take away Ten Hag and INEOS. They've given him a new contract, Rhino, so they're working as one operation.
Yeah, because I heard he's now it's gone down from manager to coach or something like that.
The things that he has to learn, Rhino, is part of that. They're going to help him. They're going to armor him with new things to understand and conceptualize and learn from. They're all in a tandem. It's all a system, bro. Everything is everything. Do you understand? So does it give me positivity? In my mind or my opinion, I want Ten Hag. I enjoy his style of football, his philosophy, what he's bringing, the ideas to the club.
And that's contingent on the players, though. Is that contingent on the players that INEOS bring in? Their recruitment, is that contingent on their recruitment?
Well, I believe that I always said this to try and change the mindset of how we think, Rhino. They're going to be, if you think they're going to be here for 50 years, or just pretend that that's the case, they have to show us from year one that they can get players in, purchase them, and up-regulate their prices. Get them into a better fight. You know, we buy a player because, but like what Rance has mentioned previously, and everyone said it, we're going to be shopping we're shopping in Nettos right now. We're not going to be shopping in freaking Marks and Spencer, Selfridges. It's going to be a Nettos right now. So you have to show me that you can get the best value now and shot it in Marks and Spencer and shot it in Waitrose. That's what we have to do, Rhino. So do I think that they're going to be able to potentially do that? Or do I have the trust in that? Well, they've got the right coach, in my opinion. They've got the right person that speaks the right type of philosophy of football, in my opinion. They've got the right person that's managed every single situation correctly, in my opinion. So, yes, but we have to still see, they still have to prove that to us because they're going to be here for 50 years, let's say. They're going to be here longer than the manager. So they have to show that they can do certain things around the structure. Leon was talking about they haven't done their rhetoric. That's nonsense. Their rhetoric was that they're going to get purchase things around a manager and improve it as 1%, Rhino. That's what they said when they first stepped into the door, bro. They're starting to follow their rhetoric. That's perfect.
I think the main thing is for me, just to kind of like round out all of our opinions. I think for me, it's not even Ten Hag watch anymore. It's INEOS watch.
INEOS watch, yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, you know, we can all have our Ten Hag in and out debates and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can all discuss things. I think for me now, it's finding out what are you lot saying. What are you lot saying? How you lot back him? How you lot judge the team? Are we talking about style of play? Are we talking about results? We need to know what their rhetoric is, and if we find that out and we see an improvement, which I don't think will happen, then we'll see that. And then Marcel, Ty, Neji could come out and say, yo, listen, we were justified in backing him. But for me, I just know what's going to happen in October. You know what I mean? When we have a bad turn of results, they're going to sack him. That's what I believe. And I just think this is all a waste of time, you know? And they basically, buying their time, they bottled it, and eventually they're going to sack him. That's what I believe anyway.
Have they given him a new deal yet? Or is it just...
No, they haven't.
No, apparently
there's
saying...
negotiations for a new deal. But, bro, there's still a possibility that there can be a breakdown in negotiating a new deal because there's a possibility that they can offer him something that he doesn't like, bro. So this, bro, the saga's not really over, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They still got to negotiate this deal. For sure, they're gonna put in a clause that's gonna make it easier to get rid of him.
Yeah, 100%.
And a lot of power that he has is going to be revoked. So this is not over, bro. Like if he goes to the negotiation table, yeah, with any sort of aggression or whatever, or in a bullish kind of mood because he thinks he's got the upper hand, they're gonna screw him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, like I think that this could get ugly, bro. Like I'll be real.
Do you know what though? Do you know what though? I was going to say what Rance. You know what we was talking about Rance last week though, when we were saying about like his contract at the moment, and you know how he manages the overseas, the recruitment and stuff. If they do give him a new deal, that's going to be something they're going to be taking out. So
well, of course, but that goes without saying. That goes without saying. That's why they have to negotiate a new deal.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, his role's changed. His role's
They're going to change his role.
Also,
wait, Saeed, you need to do super chat.
No.
Also, it locks in 1 second. One second.
Let Tyrone finish his point.
Yo, 1 second, bro.
Has agreed that he's gonna get the lesser role. He's already. That's what they said.
Yeah.
What the news has out, he's already said he's willing to accept the lesser role, and then that in principle. These new role and the club understand where they stand, but negotiations are continuing. By the way, I don't think they'll sack him because they need a manager to start the season with. But come autumn, winter.
Yeah, Tyrone, you go ahead, and then obviously I think Faz wants to come in as well. But go on, Tyrone.
Big up. But I was just gonna say, obviously, they lock in a contract. Like Rance has clearly said, they're gonna change the way that he oversees things. He's gonna have to focus on the football pitch, doing the coaching and working with the backroom staff. At the end of the day, right, we're Manchester United fans, and I know you guys are disappointed, and a lot of people are in the comments that he's still the manager. Of course, he didn't want that manager, but you're a Man United fan. When it comes to the first game of the season, you want to see us win our first 5 games. You want to see us win our first 10 games. Of course, you want Manchester United to be successful.
We want to see us win every game. That's why we don't win every game.
Exactly. But if he does win every game, of course, I'm not going to say you're going to get behind him, but you're going to be happy with what he's done.
Of course, we're going to be happy, bro.
But what he's done
100%.
in terms of his contract, but what I'm saying in terms of the contract, if it's locked in already that he's got a 2-year extension, then it's not like he can come there and demand. No, but if he does get an extension, it's then done, it's finalized. He can't then come there and demand more. It's at the end of the day, prove why you're there at the football club.
No, but I'm talking about before he signs the deal, bro, because even though he's agreed in principle to a lesser role, there's going to be other stuff that they put in the contract. Like, for instance, if you finish outside of the top 6, we can sack you.
I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that.
And all these other things, but he has to agree to that. So what I'm saying is, even though they've agreed in principle to give him a new contract, the new contract is going to be to their liking, not necessarily his.
Yeah, to his liking.
This is what I'm trying to
It's
articulate.
either, but I agree with you because it's either he doesn't sign it and then they say, right, you got 1 year left on your deal and then you depart at the end of next season, or you're going to agree to the way we're thinking and you're going to work with us. And that is the truth. So, and I'm happy with that because at the end of the day, I want the best for my football club. And if Ten Hag wants to be successful at Manchester United, he's going to have to work with this board the same as any other manager that comes into this football club. So if he doesn't want to do that, then cool, I can say Ten Hag. They gave you the terms. You know what you were going to be in the position in when you stayed here. If you don't want to accept that, cool, you can go. We'll get the Zerbies. We'll get the next manager. If he doesn't want to accept that, cool, you do your year, like they've agreed you're going to stay on, and then they've got a year to find the right replacement, the right players, get the right people behind them, and we go from there as a football club. It's simple as that for me. It's black and white. I want Manchester United to succeed. I'm happy right now in the moment, like Marcel, that Ten Hag's staying. But if he wants to start rebuttaling and start going a different direction, then cool. It's not fit for purpose, and sometimes it's not the right fit. He can go Dortmund, he can go back to Ajax, and he can be successful there. But I want him to work here, and if he is going to work here, Ten Hag is going to have to bite the bullet on some things and say, yo, we're going to work together. Because like Marcel clearly said earlier, which I think you're very right on, Pep and Man City, Arteta and Arsenal, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool, other clubs around Europe, they work together. It's not one or the other. And if Ten Hag can't do that, it's modern football. Yeah. And if you can't do that, he's not going to be successful. So, you know what? I'm going to have to make a move side, but I want to just shout out the panel.
Come on, man. Always.
Wait, Ty.
Faz, just 1 second.
Faz,
just 1 second.
In the van, bro.
I said you still.
Yeah, you will. Hey, don't worry. Let's start. Listen.
What do you mean?
Enough talking. Enough talking. Yeah. Enough talking.
I was talking.
Let's start off with this. Let's start off with this. Yeah. Enough talking. Enough talking.
Come then.
Thomas Tuchel, 343. Salute by Marcel. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
No.
Again, no, stop. Why are we?
Nah. Fast.
That mean anything.
You're right.
No. You're insinuating.
Fast, get back in the buggy. Get back in the buggy, bro. Fast, get back in the buggy, man. Put your seatbelt on. I will do myself back in the buggy and calm down.
That doesn't mean anything, guys.
One.
Let him land, bro.
No.
I get you, Marcel. But I have to let him land this point.
Saeed, there's no letting him land. Tuchel is here to win. Our team is not ready to win and compete like that.
We have one, though, to be fair.
3-4-3. Yeah?
But okay, Marcel, I have to let him land. Let me land this point. If it's obviously not going to be disrespectful.
Yeah, go on, Faz.
3-4-3, yeah?
God.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Next one. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you. They better bring me the Zerbi.
Look at the picture. Look at the picture.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Number 2.
Oh
no! He's in the jury. He's in the box. Yeah, go on.
I present to you.
Yeah.
Quirino Marcelinho. I'm ready to
Aye, this is crazy. Wallahi.
Just the process, yeah?
Are you
hey, bro, what took you so long, bruv?
Ladies and gentlemen,
man had to see
soldier in here.
He was gathering the evidence. He was gathering the evidence.
All that colorful language, bruv, and all these.
Come on, Faz, land.
I'll forever and always back the Manchester United manager, whoever it is. But this is the only man. This is the only man. Other than Ten Hag, that's actually worthy and can take us to the next level once given time to sort the mess out. This is the only man, yeah? And then Marcel now is here with the pimp suit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for your time. Yeah, thank you.
Have you seen how?
On that note, big up you, man.
Yeah.
Thank
you. You have finished me. You have
finished. The real recognize it. Rats had to run off, but when you see it completed for what it is, it don't really add up.
Let me go pack my suitcase. I'm leaving the United Kingdom. I'm leaving the United Kingdom.
Life sentence, you know. That's crazy.
3, 4.
That's crazy, wallahi.
When you are thinking about Mandem talk, ladies and gentlemen, remember this was Marcel. 3, 4, 3. Salute. I'm out, bro.
Faz just dipped.
Listen, I'm gonna have to read the super chats, man, because that I
No,
don't know where you can
so
go
I
from
can't
there.
rebuttal. Now I can't
Okay,
rebuttal.
okay, I'll let you rebuttal. I'll let you
Agenda,
rebuttal.
how it agendas.
Please, everybody.
No, they hate it.
my
They
mouth.
love it. They
Bruv,
love
there
it.
is not enough time to rebuttal that. I'm sorry, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's
What is
crazy.
that? But think about it, Rance. If you look back, because that's what everyone's doing. They're pretending like I haven't said anything on that before he even brings that up. I said I work for Manchester United. Beyond that, the most important thing is
That's the hardest line.
when you look, I went and I said, "Oh look, now Musa has to overtalk it." I said,
no, cool, carry on, man.
He's laughing at what you said.
It's the SEG.
He's laughing with you,
That's
innit?
crazy.
"Oh, what? Okay, what did I say? That it's funny."
You
Then?
said
I said the hardest line is I work for Manchester United. That line is the hardest line on once again on fan podcast. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you because at the end of the day, Musa, my when you lot told me, okay, he's 100% out, I was one of the. Just go back and look at it, guys. I was the first one to give you lot a successor, and then when it got difficult, I will repeat again. Imagine I'm just going back to repeat what I just said a couple minutes ago. You're acting like that's big news that he's showing you. I'm just going through my opinion is there, and it's just to give out different avenues of what could happen next. Do you get it? But like I said to you just 20-30 minutes ago, I've always said mainly it's Ten Hag, guys. That's the guy. But okay, you want this guy gone? All right. Then the options were at one stage, Tuchel, this guy or this guy. Okay. So, all right, Tuchel might be the guy. 3-4-3 is what I thought originally. 3-4-3 is what he played. Then people tell me he doesn't play 3-4-3. Halas, get rid of him then. Then everyone was saying it's McKenna or this one. Well, give me someone then that actually works and loves the club. Put McKenna in. De Zerbi was always my first pick in December when you lot first said it. So at the end of the day, this is.
Is this saying that the switch up?
This is water off a duck's back.
Man flicked his shoulder.
I think this, yeah.
One time taking the shahada, one time, you know what I mean? That's what they said.
No, but no,
I took the shahada, bro. Like tank, and then rolled up to the press conference with the iced out cross.
I mean, no, runs. Let me just take it out.
Okay. I'm joking.
You can't do that because at the end of the day. I support the club more than the manager. I've just told you, INEOS are going to be here for 50
I agree. Yeah. No, I think we know what you were trying to say. He's trolling you.
We can't be wrong and strong, and we can't be stubborn on our points. If Ten Hag fails, what do you expect me to be? Stupid and just I've got to move on from it. I accept your lot's reality. When you lot were telling me he could possibly go, it's a realness. So you lot got to accept the reality that he stays. I'm waiting for you lot to wake up and just grow up about it. Instead of doing all the antics. Everyone else is doing the antics around the reality. The reality is you don't need to wake up and support the manager now.
Yo, all right, let me get these super chats in because there's a lot before we wrap up. Guys, we need 2,000 likes. By the time I read out these super chats, we need 2,000 likes, people, man. Please keep liking the video.
Marcel, send me your address. They're both on the way to you.
Let's not do that. Let's see. People, Lexi mate says, Ty, you keep Ten Hag doesn't prove your point. It just proves that INEOS are idiots. How does Ten Hag doesn't have his players? He signed 12 players and fans are forgetting all the defeats we just had over the season. Ten Hag out now. I'll be real, man need to be held accountable in 4K. Ty and Marcel and that fraud man in the Midlands and that mutant Ten Hag era. What are your expectations? Ty is the guy you know when he talks, bloody waffles. The bald man, Ten Hag, been backed by his bald disciple Ty. It's like watching 99 movie 3 Coneheads, aliens aligning together on Earth. That's crazy. Nolly says, Ty, blood will be on your hands. The big picture you're missing is the kept so he can call fan on his own sword and bring in Sidegate because no other options. Laugh now, cry later. Ty, all I heard was what you hope he does. He has shut down us, and he's a man still hoping Lizzo transform to Beyonce. Is man mad? And these super chats are crazy. Big up to get your standards up. Big up Sheik, said big up the lads. Push that red button. Big up, man. Big up Sheik always, man. Undefeated Bayern Leverkusen couldn't win the Europa League, and you think this manager is winning it? Delusional. Big up Sapano. Stay blessed. Eric Ten Hag was talking with Chess. If this club don't want him, he will leave and win trophies elsewhere. He must win Europa or compete for the Prem. I don't care. Ten Hag in. People love politics more than football. They don't mind losing games on players or style of play, but will waffle about intangibles confidently. Big up Marcel, says Kareem. I hope Marcel wear that suit when we get Southgate. Big up Tariq says the problem is that
you wouldn't complete the other super chat. I said big up Marcel, love bro. But this one,
where? This one
Man cut him short, you know.
Nah, I thought he said love Ten Hag, man. I was like, nah, man, we ain't loving Ten Hag, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, much love, big up, man. Tariq said the problem is that the Premier League, he will have to produce football. Exactly. The Premier League, bread and butter, you got to produce football, man. Big up Ryan, injecting my veins. Another season with Hoyland and Garnacho up front for you.
Ryan, man.
Yeah, Ryan's mocking it, man.
16 out of 10, brother.
Liverpool, innit? It's all
yeah,
right.
Liverpool fan, man. All right, big up Rants. Love your show. Your real one says AK. I'll say it again. Get yourself. Yeah, man. Big up, man.
It's all right, bro. Juventus just unveiled our new manager, bro. I'll see you guys there, bro.
Yeah, listen. Thiago Martin's going to be cooking, man.
I'll see you guys there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
On.
Inside Mason as well, bro. Mason or Sancho or both. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm outside, bro. You know
yeah, man. It's crazy. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Killer says, I'll say it again. Get yourself a partner that backs like Marcel backs Eric Ten Hag. Hey, my name says Eric Ten Hag's going to flop next season, and Marcel and Co are going to say he needs another year for the structure to work. There you go. Marcel moving like, yeah, big up. Marcel speaking to INEOS like he knows him in real life. And he worked in the kiosk, you know, serving scran. There you go. All right, listen. Shout out to everybody, man.
You know, he's dressed like silver servants, isn't it? If you know, you know, innit?
No, listen, man.
Listen, big up the chat, though. Like, honestly.
Yeah, the chat's been lit, man.
Chat.
Yo, listen.
Serious.
The chat's been lit. But also, I think it's the best Mandem talk ever, man. I swear
bro,
down.
This is a show for the ages, bro. Regardless of what side you're on, we all want the club to do well.
Yeah,
But
man. Do you know what I'm saying,
some,
man? Like,
some more than others. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
no, real talk, man.
Bro, it's true, though.
All I'm
Yeah.
I'm telling
you're
you,
not
Ten Hag
insinuating
stayed
me
and got
more
his
than
job.
others.
Second, myself.
Way more than you lot.
Just say, listen, don't bite. Listen, just know that I want Marcel to understand and know. Eric Ten Hag stayed on a technicality. He was gone. They shunned him out. Nobody's bringing him coffee in the mornings. They were having closed door. You know what I mean? In the big office, they were having their own conferences. Eric Ten Hag was not invited. He was isolated.
That's what I like, though.
I think Marcel believes that. I think he believes that, though.
The last thing I want to say, they looked at the past 10 years. They spent Manchester United spent, I think, almost close to 60 million in paying out managers. That's how much they've spent in the last and coaching staffs and stuff like that. So they looked at that and thought, we can't do it. We can't be spending that kind of money. So your boy Neji stayed on a technicality. Technicality. That's all this is. And when it turns, if he has a similar December like he did last season, arrivederci, ciao bella, adios, nebergelio, tosvidania.
Jeez. Hey, bro, I'll be real, Neji knows that though. And you know what? Ty knows it as well.
And maybe just buy as well. Buy.
Them man don't think that we know, but bro, these man are not stupid brothers, bro. They know, innit? Like, they know. Them man will list off all the negatives, that clearly outweigh the positives and still come with the I'm back in the man. Deep down, they know, innit? Like, they know what they're doing, innit? Like, these are not stupid brothers. They're not stupid.
Some people just want that process, don't they? Do you know what I mean? As opposed to they just want to see things through for
for real.
3-4 years.
Big up Marcel, because I broke down the real stuff that we all saw this season. And you know what I love about Marcel, like a true politician, you know. Other than talk about Eric Ten Hag, his management and coaching style, he said it's INEOS and Ten Hag now. Match made in heaven.
That's it. So we can blame them both when Ten Hag fails instead of I hear it though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Skillfully done, Marcel. That to me, for that, you get 100 points.
This brother got given 400 million and failed, So when he gets given 50 million and fails, they're gonna blame INEOS. When he had money, he still failed. This is where we're going. It's fine. That's why I would have brought in a manager, that could do more with less, because he's already shown me that with a lot of money, he still can't do much.
It's definitely on INEOS, though. I think it's definitely from they've made this choice. it's definitely on them anyway. So
yeah.
they got to back their choice and prove us wrong right now.
I think they've set him up to fail though. I think they set him up to fail.
That's true. That's true.
I think they're not gonna back him because they can't, because we don't have the money. And I think that they know that he's gonna fail, bro. And I think
that could be a possibility.
I genuinely think that they've stitched him up.
You know what though?
When he does the right things, I want you all to praise him.
Yeah. But
we
will be here.
We'll
be here.
Marcel,
look at you.
I'll be apologizing. Marcel, I'll be apologizing to you personally.
Win the Premier League, Marcel. Win the Premier League.
I'll be apologizing to you personally.
Same.
Forget Eric Ten Hag.
No, but the thing is though,
Marcel, if Ten Hag does, what you say he's gonna do, all of us need to wear a suit on the stream.
I'll wear a suit. I'll wear a suit.
And on that note, I'm gone. Thank you very much.
This guy, you know.
Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you dressed up, looking marvelous.
You better go to the shops in that suit. You better go to the shops in that suit, man.
Marcel, we'll catch up.
You know what? I just wanted to finish up by saying it is INEOS watch. Let's be real now. Because at the end of the day, I still feel like they don't want to spend the £9 million to sack him. So I do feel
10,
like
bro, apparently
10. So letting it run into the next season goes down a little bit. Letting it run till Christmas goes down a little bit. And the pressure is on him because if what we're saying is true and we haven't got any money there, the pressure's on him because he has to work with what he's got now. So he really has to show his pedigree as a manager. Do you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I don't know, man. In the back of my head, I'm just not sure about this INEOS thing. I mean, 27% of the club, are they going to do it? Are they going to... Do you know what I'm saying? Like my thing earlier when we're talking rants about siphoning money, it wasn't necessarily just taking out dividends. It was more like lower all the wages, spend less on players, and then do they do little dodgy deals where they're taking little bits here and there?
You think they don't reinvest it back into the club, kind of like what Brighton are doing?
Yeah,
they made 200 million profit and spent something like 50 million net or something like that.
Because that's the oldest trick in the book for billionaires and millionaires. So I think for me, it's like, do they get rid of like Cass, Sancho, Varane? Do they chop all the big wages off, bring in a load of players on like low? Because they've already said to Cobby's only getting 60, aren't they? So they're not going to.
That's great though, because he shouldn't get more than that. I think that's too much.
But even like the Tosin thing and Rera, I agree with all that and stuff. But I feel like, is there a little
19 does not need more than 60.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. But the biggest thing for me is this, innit? Eric Ten Hag, for me, I'll come on here and I'll apologize to Neji, to T, to Marcel and everybody. And I'll pick them all up.
I'm happy
if
to
he
do that.
coaches his way out of this.
I'm
because
happy
you're
to do
doing
that.
a coaching session, Neji. Now your boys got to coach.
Yeah.
Because the well, there's no water, bro.
I'll gladly be wrong. I'll gladly be wrong.
I'll be glad to be wrong, bro. I promise you.
A lot of people
write it out.
Have this notion that there's been zero coaching. Like to me, it's extra. I'm a literal person, so if I take things literally and you're not being specific, then that's my bad in it. But when I hear people say no coaching, that means zero. Absolutely nothing. Nish Batty. To me personally,
Nish Batty. This guy.
Yeah. To me, bro, I look at it and go, to me, that's wild. I don't understand that. If that's what genuinely you think, there's nothing you can.
And you know
there's nothing factual out there that you can suggest.
Yeah.
Can I add context to that, Neji? Then
to suggest there's zero coaching.
Maybe there's been coaching, but it hasn't been effective. Then, if you want to use that way,
that may be a conversation.
That means technique.
That may be Rhino.
No, Neji, I've seen coaching. Neji, I've seen coaching. It's called.
We've all seen coaching, bro. Respectfully, we all have an opinion of it. An educated one. Yourself, Brent, me.
It's been coaching.
Rhino, whatever.
Don't get me wrong. Like I've never seen it in my life.
That's the required standard, man.
There's been coaching, but I've never seen that type of coaching in a professional setting.
Whether you've seen it or not,
the fullbacks
structure. Hear me out, bro. Whether you've seen it or not does not suggest whether you can say there is zero.
No.
Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean there is nothing.
No. I said he has to coach his way out of this. And in the last 4 games, he proved that actually space is closed in, tighter. And that's why I said he told on himself. Because
okay. So what you've just said, I witnessed needed to be done. Like I said that needed to be done before. You should have changed the system and done something to combat the midfield, in my honest opinion, because we were too open. I'm sure we both could agree on that before I move forward, that we were too open in midfield. Yeah? Cool.
Yeah. Not just the midfield.
So here's the difference between here's a difference, and again, it's not right or wrong, it's a different perspective. I still witnessed coaching happening even though I was seeing those mistakes from Ten Hag. That's my thing.
Yeah, but what was the level of coaching in your opinion? That's like me saying, "Oh, I got nothing to wear." That don't mean I ain't got no clothes in the house.
Yeah.
What do you mean level? Sorry, like give me give
the level of coaching. Do you think that the level of coaching, yeah, was to the standard of what's supposed to be a top football club in Europe?
Well, again, so what's supposed to be is subjective because it's how you perceive.
No, but it's not though, because if you look at Crystal Palace right now,
very...
what Glasner's doing, yeah, I think we can all agree that he's got them very well coached in a very short space of time. Crystal Palace, yeah.
Yeah, but
you're talking
about level. Okay, so
would you say so? Yeah, but bro, it's not levels, bro, because you can see a team,
right.
yeah, that's well coached by Kieran McKenna in the championship and say they're a well coached team. It doesn't matter what level they're at.
I'm trying to have a conversation, but it sounds like you're listening to reply rather than understand. I'm asking you a question, not to dig at you, to understand what I want. So
listen, you're not gonna try and do the Marcel thing because what you and Marcel do because you man come here, you come in here and you talk here with this condescending thing, bro, and try to do the cheeky thing. Let's not be cheeky now, yeah. Let's not be cheeky, bro. Good coaching is good coaching. It doesn't matter what level.
I am trying to understand you, so I'm asking you a question to understand you, not being condescending. Relax, I beg.
I said to you, yeah, Crystal Palace, yes or no, yeah. Can you not see if they're a well-coached club? And you're talking about levels. The answer is yes or no.
I'm not talking about levels. I'm asking you a question. I'm trying to just listen, bro. I'm trying to ask you what you mean by levels so I can answer your question. I can't answer your question if I have no understanding. What's wrong? Bro, is that fair?
You know what? Neji, I think the main thing is it's a competent level that Man United fans can find consistency in. So we're not. Yeah, but that's my point of view. I think I don't know what Noreen said. I don't know what Rand said, but my thing is to a competent level where we see this Man United team coach consistently week in, week out, and I think that's what we've not seen from Man United.
So to me, that's a different question. But again, regardless of that, when you say the key word was consistently, we've had the conversation before. Where I sat there, 6 months ago, and I said, if you want something consistently, because that's the main thing, in my honest opinion. If you want something consistently, then you need something consistent to be there to make it happen. I don't believe we've had the profiles there consistently to maintain something consistently. I've been saying that. And then when me and Tara sat on the stream with Traps and them lot, and we sat here and we said, now we've got certain players back. You'll see over the next 3, 4, 5 games, you'll see a level of consistency within the game, within the style of play. We did see that, and you guys tried to flip it again. So this is what we're trying to say. We're not sitting down going, oh, we don't see any style of play. We understand there is a lack of consistency. Our solution is we feel that, and again, whether right or wrong, we're proven right on this one occasion. We may be wrong next. It's okay. But on this occasion, we said with consistent profiles within the system, you'll see consistent style of football. And I asked you, Saeed, specifically, did I not? I said to you, oh, broski, why do you expect consistency if we haven't got consistent profiles on the pitch? It was a genuine question. That was no undertones, no disrespect.
But I can rebuttal that. I can say there's teams out there that don't have their consistent players.
No, I know, but why do you expect that? I'm trying to understand you. You know me, bro. I'm not disrespectful.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
To understand, that's it. So I'm trying to understand how you think, so I can understand where you're coming from. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But I think for me,
Neji, I started this, and I said this, right?
Quickly, because we're going to wrap this up. So quickly wrap this up.
And I'll say to the point, right? For me, when I went to games, no word ever lie, I saw embarrassment of tactics where the setup. And to be fair, I give you credit because you specifically, out of myself, Tyrone, and yourself, you said Erik ten Hag is the type of manager that he needs a specific profile players for us to see consistency, whatever. And I said to you, I reject that. I don't want a manager ever like that, a coach like that ever coming anywhere near Manchester United. Because I've seen it. We don't have to go another club. I don't have to go to Crystal Palace. We saw it with our own eyes. Bovic Jackson, fucking the Irish brother. Well, I forgot those guys' names. And we played controlled possession pass game. He revolutionized certain players because Van Gaal did the coaching, regardless who's available. And if you look at the injuries Van Gaal had, at that certain time when he was under so much
squad was decimated.
Yeah, he got all the youngsters and said, we're going to try to play. The quality might not be the same, but we're still going to look like, so everybody can see clearly. And I big you up for pointing that out. And I said, that's why I've been catfished by Ten Hag. I never wanted a coach to come in that needed a specific profiles
and think that the players are not going to get injured. You're going to need to coach the rest of them. And that's what I mean by what I said. The whole this premise, this little debate we just had now, is that he's going to have to coach his way out of this. Because INEOS, like we said, the money ain't there. And I've been saying that for years. The money was drying up and people were telling me, man, you're not to make money. But I was telling people, the day is going to catch up with us.
Nerden, in my opinion, a poor workman will always blame his tools, innit? You look at LVG, like you said, we play the same style of football no matter what 11 he put out. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when you look at Spurs right now, they don't have the players to play out from the back. That's why they keep losing the ball and conceding goals, but they're still doing it. But saying I don't have a certain profile of player to play a certain style of football is ludicrous, bro. It's ludicrous. You can't. If you said I can't play a certain style of football to the best of my ability because I don't have the players,
different.
Cool, because that's been
show us a little something. Show us something.
That's Vincent Kompany at Burnley with Burnley players versus Vincent Kompany at Bayern Munich with Bayern Munich's players. If Vincent Kompany plays, the same football he plays at Burnley with the Bayern Munich players with the quality Bayern have, it's a completely different game.
But
you get it?
This is, if I may, this is where we differ. This is what I was trying to say to Structure. You guys don't think you've seen it. That's cool. I believe I have seen some style of play regardless of players. What Saeed was saying was the word consistency. The reason I don't believe it has been consistent is because certain profiles work better. I believe you on the
stream. All right, Nadji, just on that question, just on that point, how many times? To get clarity, how many times have you seen it this year, though? Have you seen it enough? Out of 100%,
I've seen glimpses of match where it's been 10 minutes.
Out of 100%, how many times do you think you've seen it? In your opinion,
I don't specifically keep count, but I know on a percentage, 80% of the time of the matches I've seen it over a span of 60 minutes. I've seen most of the time where I've seen us get absolutely piped 2-0, and then we start playing football all of a sudden like we all know what we're doing. I've seen that has happened many times. I've seen us go ahead in goals, and all of a sudden we no longer look like we know what we're doing. We concede straight away. So. Yeah, but again, to the point of what I'm saying to Structure, I made the point on here before about Harry Maguire, One profile, which I don't rate. He's been in great form this season. I think it's fair to say. Objectively, he's been good. Even him as a profile being great still has hampered the way we play football. This is to one of my points. The profile of play, whether in form or not, I still see us struggle. So in my honest opinion, I would much prefer to see Lissandro Martinez there, who actually allows us to play out the back, which is what he stated he wanted to do, more often than not. I've seen that personally. So that's my observation. Maybe right or wrong.
No, I agree. That's your observation.
I'm just saying I've seen it enough times to say I can see what he's trying to do. And I've come on stream many times with you lot, and I've said the same thing. You lot don't think you can say anything. I think you can. That's just the difference.
That's it. Listen, we're going to wrap it up here.
The last word.
Go on.
I actually saw it, but it was totally kamikaze football and worse than Saturday, Sunday league. It was like the football looked like going to the park with your friends and just make it up as you go along.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Freestyle. Well, there you go. Put on words. Guys, last super chat before we wrap up. Big up Dilios says, Jim must watch Mandem Talk, dropping this news the night before elite timing. All right, listen, man. Big up to Dillion, man. Always. Big up to everyone who's super chatted today.
I just want to say big up to Traps as well. I know he came in, but he's
he's
been going through a lot in the background and that. So
man. Come on, man. Big up Traps.
Trust me, with Traps, I spoke to him earlier and he's been going through a few things. So big up.
I mean, now, always Traps, man. If you're watching, big up, man. He couldn't get in because his phone was messed up in it. So,
all right, okay.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to the panel. Listen, big up to everyone who's watching the Mandem Talk. Big up Rants. Make sure you check out mine and his show. We did a show today, but anyone got anything coming up? Nuruddin, have you got
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, man. 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
React to this news. I'm gonna go into more explaining about Southgate, why I believe they're angling for Southgate.
There you go. Make sure you check it out. Rhino, always love my bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Big up the chat, man. You lot smashed the likes. It's been a great show.
Crazy show.
How many likes are we on? How many likes are we on?
Yeah, how many likes are we on?
I don't think enough, man. We should be on 2K at least because we had 4,000 in
2 bags. Yeah, at least. Come on.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Big up, man. We've got...
you lot smashed the likes. Subscribe to everybody. 1.7. So keep liking up the video. If you're watching this on replay, smash the likes. Big up the Mandem as always. It's always love. Like Saeed said, it's the group chat that just becomes live.
That's it, man.
Man. Literally.
This is it, bro. You know what I mean? And we all have different opinions. You got what I'm trying to say? So big up, man. Rance, big up, man. What you got coming up, man?
All right, big up people. Ranch Reacts tonight. I can't lie, it's a good one. You know, like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's premiering tonight. And then I swear it's game 3 as well. So
it's game 3 tonight. Ooh.
So yeah, bruh. You get me, bro. Man need a win, blood. If man lose, bro, I swear down, I'm not waking up for game 4, blood. I'll be real. It's one of them ones. No, I'll be real. Like, it's one of them ones.
We need
them. Lucas been balling out as well.
3-0 is a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Luca's been playing well as well, man. It's peak for him, man.
He has, but bro, like the matchups are just not great, bro. They're not matched up very well, man. The side's too small, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
The power. I watched the bit of it. They're getting overpowered.
Yeah, 100%, man. Big up, Leon. What you got coming up, man? Any boxing
events? Not in sick, wicked boxing show in London on the weekend. Still building. We're looking at massive one in September, so definitely everyone's got to get down. I'll give you guys their notice, and then we can do the thing there, summer show and all that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no. Just want to say to people, keep subscribing to Saeed and Rants because they're not far away, man. And we're gonna have to do something when you like hit.
Noreen, how far are you away from 10K as well, man?
I'm about 80 or 90.
Come on, people, let's get that there.
Nah, let's do that now. Let's do that now, man. Let's do that now.
80 and 90.
People, Nate's here. Subscribe because Nate's here. Go to the
taxi rides lately.
Yo, guys, there's 3,000 in here.
What do you say? What do you say?
Any more taxi rides?
Yo, guys, honestly, guys, now real talk, man. If there's 80 of us in here, please get Noreen to 10K, man. The guy's shadow banned, you know what I mean? He's always speaking about everything. And guys, but he deserves it, man. Honestly, one of the realest guys out there.
Where's Fazminder gone, bro?
Fazminder?
Bro, that's crazy.
Where's that guy gone? I heard him calling up my name, bro.
Open this one up right now. It's been a 2-hour.
No, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave. Neji, what you got coming up? Neji?
How can you talk to me, bro, when it's been away the whole year? Any of you could come to me and say, Saeed, you know what? Saeed can come out and go, you know what? Neji's not been there. Say he cannot.
Yeah, I know.
He's been away for the whole year.
To be locked up, man. He was locked up.
Man said he was not
Anthony Marshall, that's his name, bro.
Well, he's gonna be here now weekly, innit? So we'll see him.
Yeah, man.
Big up, man. Always love, man. What you got coming up? You anything coming up?
You already know, man.
Yo, Neji, what you got coming up, man?
What you got coming up?
I think might be going to Norway soon. Got a big project out in Norway, so big up there for the traveling squad.
Big up.
A few things going well. Me and Pops, we're down at a local athletics event, man. So yeah, we're doing all right, man. I'm out injured at the moment. My hips come out of its joints because I'm getting old. Is what it is. Yeah, it's mad. But don't worry, man. I'll be back, man. Yeah. Listen, I've been run over by a bus before, innit? So I can handle this. Don't worry.
Jeez, man.
Trust me.
Come on, people, man.
Willing to battle with a bus. Not willing to battle.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Listen, big up, man. Make sure you not follow him. 60 more people, guys. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back.
I need to go.
We're on the Big 6 later on.
Now.
And then, yeah, man. We'll see you lot out. We're out.
Yo,
guys.
big up, man. Yo.